So whenever you want to go live, bud.
5, 4, 3, 2. We're live, pal.
All right, welcome back to the Dirty 20 Dungeons and Dragons night. Last week we started off by everybody kind of, waking up, having their breakfast at the tavern, the way in, on the way to Neverwinter. You guys paid your bill, and Fatu and Enafine were creeped out by an owner watching them slumber in their post-coital bliss. Everybody else kind of just had, a normal morning, solid breakfast. Enafine had a weird dream that she couldn't quite put her finger on. After which the party took to the road, saw some smoke in the air. You began traveling through the remains of hamlets and very small villages, finding corpses, finding bodies. In one small hamlet, you came across a pair of goblins, kind of ransacking a body. Kaywin decided to take it upon himself to just one-shot the poor little fucker in the head. His little sister took off running.
Look, I'm
you
definitely
guys
more of the shoot first, ask questions later type.
Yeah, you ran her down. You put her, you started questioning her. She really didn't have any answers for you because just a kid. Then you killed her. Yeah, you killed a couple kids. It's okay because they're goblins; they don't count.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like I killed human or elf children.
Yeah, you came across one hamlet where you saw how heinous the actions of Scratloin's goblin brigade would stoop. You came across on the outskirts of what's the name of the town we're currently in? Riverdeep. Let me just double check. Daggerford. Sorry. Close. In my head, it was close. On a hill outside of Daggerford, you found a crucified body that had been loaded with explosives. It exploded in your guys' presence, doing some damage to a couple members of the party that weren't able to get out of the way. Then you continued into the village with your plan to challenge Scratloin one-on-one in warfare, trial by combat. Kaywin was riding on top of the elephant Rocky. Kivonian was riding in front with his shiny white suit, which was just illuminating the world, considering it was noon. The rest of the party followed suit. Kaywin made his challenge to Scratloin, made his shot him, seemingly had no effect. And then the once tiny, pathetic figure of Scratloin kind of showed himself to be on a different level at this point. He's massive, close to 7 feet tall, just giant, muscular goblin frame. He seems to be harnessing some kind of like magic or something within him to give him this power, and you guys kind of picked up on that really quick, and have chosen, to fuck the one-on-one combat, and now you're calling him out. He's still fighting one-on-one. His other goblin mates are behind him in the same position they were when he stood. And that's where we start. You guys, you're in combat with Scratloin. Scratloin the Blacktooth. And we start. Kaywin, you're first in initiative.
Hooray!
Hey, quick question. How far does his sword when he slashed, how is it 120, 60 feet? Like how much is?
Let me just double check what it says the range is.
Side note, Kaywin, I hope you were looking at the chat.
I got the
100
gist. I'm gonna do
What was that?
we talked about. If what I do doesn't work, then do what you plan to do.
150
Unless
feet.
you just want me to continue to put as much damage on this turn as I possibly can
I will leave it up to you.
before we do. Well, no.
Hold on. I'll get you in the chat.
I could I mean, we could just talk about it now.
We got to be secretive, bro.
But I could do the thing that we were talking about. Like I have a similar thing to what he was talking about doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could just do that thing.
I think what you're gonna do is gonna work into what we want to do anyway.
So I should do. So should I just do what I was originally going to do, or do what?
I forget what you were gonna do.
My plan is just to continue shooting him, but I also have a similar ability to what was.
Are you looking at the chat?
Spoke about in the plan. Oh. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So.
All right.
At. Sorry, I'll do it second level. I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
Which next time I hit a creature with a weapon card before the spell ends, a mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a success saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. Larger creatures have advantage on this saving throw. If the target shaves, the vines shrivel away. While restrained, the target takes 1d6 damage. So yeah, I done casted it, did that, and then in my bonus action, I'm gonna fire Ye Old Corpse Slayer.
Okay.
I'm assuming a 24 hits.
24 does hit.
Of 14 damage piercing.
That's going to be cut down to 7.
Yeah, and then he's got it. Then you got to do your saving throw. It has to beat. Doesn't say what it has to beat. It doesn't say what it has to be. Oh. Yeah, it just says. Oh, attack.
Hold on.
14.
It's got to be at a 14.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say. It just says attack save strength 14.
Hold on 1 second. You said Ensnaring Strike or
Snaring Strike? Yes, at a second level.
Oh, what's your spell save DC? Spell save DC.
Oh, 14. So okay, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, strength.
So
14.
he's got to roll a strength save
of 14 or higher.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you would.
So
I don't know if you would classify him as 7 feet tall as larger, but you would have advantage.
Yeah.
A large or larger creature.
He has the advantage because of his current state.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he rolls an 18. So as you hit him for the damage, hold on, let me do that. Take the damage. As you hit, as your arrow hits him, you watch as these vines kind of just sprawl out of nowhere in the ground, just start wrapping up around Scrat, and he just like with the arm he's carrying the sword in, he just rips it clean, chops off. He starts hacking apart all the vines that you've hit him with. That you're trying to hold him in place with. He's still free to move around. Cool, Laura. Oh, she's AFK. Okay. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Yeah. As like a, can I cast another spell? Or am I only like one spell per?
You're normally you're only allowed one
that's fine.
spell a turn unless you have certain
Yeah,
feats.
I don't know if I have that. Yeah, no, I don't. No, we're good. Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. That's going to. All right. In between yours and Kavonian's turn, Scrat Loin's going to take a legendary action. So let me jump back to the map. Now, as you hit him with your arrow, you watch as the vines come up and they start wrapping around him, hold him, and he breaks free. As you're done, he vanishes from in front of you and appears right in front of you, like towering over you. And as he appears in front of you, he's just got his hand out, his non-sword equipped hand, and he's just looking at you and he just goes, Blaze. And he's going to cast Burning Hands on you at third level. So hold on. One action. So I'm going to need you to make a DC save of, you got to beat, let me see what his, you got to beat a dex save of 15.
Oh. You're muted.
Of course, I hit a fucking 14.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
11.
Of course, I miss it by fucking 1.
You're going to take 20 fire damage. So as you hit him with the incendiary, like from your perspective, you hit him with your arrow right in his chest. The vines come up, start holding him. He rips his sword and hand free, starts hacking up everything, looks up at you, vanishes, appears right in front of you, hand out, and just as in an instant, he's just blasting you in the face with fire. Let me see if there's
transmission. He knows instant transmission.
More like he's misty stepping.
Same thing.
I failed to say it yet. Okay. Oh, actually, hold on. Nah, everybody else is still. You're still far away that everybody else doesn't get hit with it either. All right, that's his legendary action. That brings us to Kavonian.
I am going to cast Hideous Laughter on him. A creature of your choice that can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. The target must see a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. If he's dumber than a 4 intelligence score, then he's not affected. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can take another wisdom saving throw to see if it breaks the spell, and it has advantage if it's doing it after getting hit. So he's got to beat a wisdom save of 17.
Okay. Scrat Loin is dumb, but he's not a 4 dumb. Oh shit! Natural 19. Does he still take any damage from that, or?
No, that's just supposed to incapacitate, so that doesn't do any damage. I still get my bonus action, right?
Yes, sir.
What can I do For the bonus, I can do Bardic Inspiration. Can't do any spells. He's still pretty far away from me, right?
Let me double check the map where you are. He's
I'm
still
gonna go
probably
ahead.
about 30 feet away from you.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit Chrono Shift so that you re-roll.
You're gonna make him re-roll? Okay.
The wisdom save. Yep. All right. It was 17.
I swear to God, it's another natural 19. I'm not. Hold on. I'm going to. I'm not throwing nothing.
We can prove it with technology.
Yep. I don't know what my phone's doing, why it's doing what it just did, but I'm just gonna send that to. It's like hold still. Yeah. I literally just picked up the same dice, threw it. Another natural 19.
Bitch.
Hold still. I'm gonna put it in now.
All right.
The D&D gods want Scratloin to fuck you guys up.
I think you've just literally been praying since last week. I almost started this with polymorph, but I'm holding that. I'm holding back. All right. So then my bonus. What? I don't know if I can do anything else other than attack with a fucking. You know what? I can do that. Who? Can you tell me who's next in the initiative?
Next up is Tenzo.
All right, I'm going to give Tinzo some bardic inspiration. So you get an extra 1d8 for 10 minutes. You can use it for an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And you can do it after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome of the roll. So you can see if the roll's good or not, and then decide if you want to roll another 1d8.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Tenzo's on you.
So I'm witnessing all of this, and then I decide that I will cast Momentary Stasis.
Okay.
So I look at him and I extend my staff, and then I try to hit him with Momentary Stasis, where it's as an action you can magically force a large or smaller creature you can see within 60 feet of you make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC unless the saving throw is a success. Creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of your next turn, or until the creature takes any damage. While encased in this way, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. You can use this feature a number of times equal to the intelligence modifier, a minimum of once. You regain all
Okay.
expended uses, all that.
What's your spell save DC?
Hold on a sec. Where do I see that? For some reason, I don't. Like coming, it's not hitting me.
It should. Nope, wrong one. Where did I saw it? Hold on. Where did I see it on Kwyn's page?
So that's
Oh.
Constitution saving. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So he's got to be 16. But do I add anything to that or no?
No, that's just your basic. That's just it's what it is. It's got everything added in. So
Okay.
I got to be. He's got to be at a 16 Constitution save.
Correct.
Oh, nat 1. That's a
Okay.
nat 1. So even with his modifier, he's fucking cooge. He's in frozen. He's stuck in place right in front of Kwyn.
As soon as I see him completely just frozen, just stops, I yell out to the group, remove the sword. Any one of you, grab that sword, get it out of there, and try to put it in a bag of holding, quick.
How?
Then I. What do you mean how?
if he's completely encased in magic, how is anybody supposed to?
We would just grab it from his hand. He's just kind of frozen. He's not like
Oh, hold on. Let
Okay.
me. I just want to. Let me double read that.
because the way I looked at it was like he just stops, like he can't do anything.
The field of okay, yeah, he's encased in a field of magical energy, so he's not. It's not like a shell around him. He's just kind of like a magical aura is freezing him in place.
Right.
All right, so just so you know, anybody trying to remove that from his hand, it's gonna be a grapple check. Like, cause he's still got a death grip on it, and it's gonna be you trying to pry it away from him.
So
Yeah.
is that strength?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also yell out, just make sure you don't hit him, otherwise he'll be free of that momentary stasis.
How heavy is the sword?
The one
Sword.
the slab of metal he's carrying, based on the size you're looking at, and just the thickness and everything of it, you probably figure it weighs about 45 pounds
That sword.
on an estimated guess.
I think I could look cool with this trooper stash.
And with that,
Alright.
I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn.
All right, that brings us to you, Fatu.
Save us.
I mean, I seem to be the strongest one,
You
so
got something to throw?
I mean, I guess I could just try to pry this thing out of his hands if you guys want me to.
No.
I look around at the group. I'm like, yes, no.
Yeah, grab that sword. We need to get it out. Who has a bag of holding left?
I have a bag of holding.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna walk over and probably try to pull this thing out of his hands.
All right, so it's gonna be a grapple check. Give me a straight up strength check.
All right,
It's gonna be you versus him.
Well, how do you like that? It's a nat 20, boys and girls.
Woo! Where's Brandon with the soundboard? Son of a bitch.
Just give me real quick. What's your total with your
That'd be a 20
bonus?
That'd be a 25 because it's +5.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? He rolled a 17 with a +8 modifier. So it's a tie, but because of the situation, tie goes to the runner, baby. You're able to climb up this goblin facade and you grab onto this fucking sword with everything in your power.
That's what she
And
said.
by Crom, you're able to jimmy it out of his grip.
That's what she said.
Just by the skin of your teeth, you're able to pull it out of his grip. So now I take it you're just immediately give me another quick strength check to make sure you can successfully like carry and wield this thing while you're trying to get it into the bag.
Is it strength check you said?
Strength.
So it's a 14 + 5.
19.
Alright.
All right, you are able to, as you pull it out, like you kind of come crashing down onto the earth, but you're able to get up and pop this thing up onto your shoulder and get it up to drop it into the bag.
Yeah. Oh, so sexual.
Jesus. All right. So you put it in the bag. Is that's going to be your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the end of my turn.
All right. That brings us.
Should I try to like enter that into my bag of holding, or are we holding off on that for now? Should we
What
hold
do
off?
you Wait, what are you doing?
Put that sword into my bag of holding, or should we just wait? Like as an inventory item now that it's in there.
No, don't add it as an inventory item. Not yet.
Okay.
But it's currently in your bag.
All right. We got the sword.
Okay.
I yelled
That
out.
brings us. That's gonna bring us to Chiron, who immediately he's like, "Holy shit! We took the fucking sword from the guy. Well, what are we doing now? What are we doing now, guys?"
Can anyone detect any magic? Can you do that, Chiron, or no?
Let me double check what Chiron can do.
Because I can't do the second phase 2 until my turn comes back around.
No, he does not have detect magic. He's more just healing and fucking.
I exhale a
damage.
giant cloud of smoke. And I just kind of
Maybe just, I
wave to
mean, it's
myself.
your turn. But whoever got hit the hardest right now should get some heals.
That's what I was
You
signaling
have the
for.
opportunity.
That's exactly what I was signaling for.
Oh,
Okay. So Chiron's gonna roll up to Kaywin. He's going to cast. Actually, he's gonna fucking. Where is it? Where's the inventory? There it is. Gauntlets of Healing. He's gonna hit you with a 5 charges mass cure wounds.
oh, that's everybody.
Yeah. He's gonna do it while punching.
The power of the warriors.
Yeah. 3d8.
I'm just continuing.
Trample me with racing
Everybody-
elephants
Everybody's gonna get 20.
to that goal.
How far away is he from me right now?
Where are you? I'd probably say about 40 feet.
Okay.
I got you what?
Hold on. Spells. I want to cast. What is it? No, it's this one. Oh wait. No wait. Okay. It is. Oh, okay. So 60 feet would be in range, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to do. Okay, wait. If the duration says instantaneous, how long does it last? Just for that second?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna switch my thing, and I'm gonna do. Is there some kind of like metal pole or something at the top of a building nearby?
Metal pole.
Yeah, or just like some.
Let's see. You've got some metal sticking out of the fountain in the back here. If you want to give me a quick perception check to kind of scan your environment to look for a pole.
I would say these giant, like, St. Petersburg looking things, whatever you call them, those would qualify as a giant pole.
Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, as you're scanning around the buildings, you see some like, obvious weather vanes coming from sticking out of the tops of these towers in the like the castle in the back. You see some
Everybody
kind
could
of
use the damn soundboard.
Yeah. You see there are some what appears to be like metal iron like shafts, like posts and everything attached to a lot of the buildings in the surrounding area.
You got shafts, yo.
There's metal around, yes.
I'm gonna cast
Talking
Witch
about-
Bolt
Talking about
on the
shafts.
nearest metal shaft thing.
What you casting?
Witch Bolt.
Witch
It's
bolt?
like
Witch bolt.
Witch Bolt, yeah, it's just an arc of blue, like crackling blue energy. So I'm assuming like lightning.
Oh, that.
And it says the duration is concentration up to a minute. So I just want like a very bright light for as long as I can have it over him or near him.
Are you aiming it at him?
No, at the like metal bolt nearby, so that it's just like arcs across
All of them.
us or wherever. So that's just like in his face, kind of like a bright
You're
light.
like you're trying to blind him.
Yeah, for as long as I can.
He's one bad mother. Shut your mouth.
I mean, if you want to, you are
Sorry.
more than welcome to
I mean,
try.
he's already frozen. Do we need to blind him right already? Like, it seems like.
Well, Witch Bolt doesn't actually do anything to blind him.
Isn't it like I was trying to go for the fact that he doesn't like bright lights.
No, it's Witch Bolt as it's written is definitely just like an attack spell.
So yeah, so maybe don't do that.
Okay, so let me do my other item.
Remember, if you hit him, he's out of the fucking.
Yeah, we want to keep him in stasis.
Frozen.
So buffs might be the best thing.
Time to buff yourselves.
Buffs,
Yeah.
buff like a motherfucker.
The fire.
We will buff each other.
Hey, does Chiron not heal?
Oh, I forgot to heal Chiron.
You silly bastard.
Buff or heal. Unless we're gonna do the same approach for this, can we put him in a bag of holding? And then
We would lose the last two that we have, I think, if we did.
I have a bag.
That's our next nuke. That's like a.
well, I
our
was
last
pretty sure this qualifies.
Okay, so I'm just gonna cast Mage Armor on Fatu.
Okay.
Fucking favoritism.
Come on, dude.
Just wait. Just before you do, though, make sure that doesn't change up his stats, because that's what it does. It'll change his stats.
Change your stats.
Oh, Fatu's?
Yes. It like changes his armor class and
His
something
armor
else.
Yeah,
class comes
it's
13 plus its
It doesn't
dex.
add to it. It changes it. If he has a higher AC, then it would be worth putting it on him.
Plus your dex.
Uh,
My dexterity's only plus.
okay.
so you want
Nor,
cast it
I've
on your
lost internet.
Never mind, because
Cast
it would mess him up.
Cast it on the
Yeah.
person. with the
Okay,
weakest
so
armor.
who's doesn't have any armor really?
Well, who's got the weakest armor class?
Me.
what's yeah, Tenzo.
I'll give it
Okay.
Tenzo.
So I'll cast Mage Armor on Tenzo.
What is that? Plus, I forget.
It says becomes 13 plus its dex modifier.
Alright.
Dex.
Great.
Jax.
I think that's it.
Yeah. And I guess.
Oh, it's better than your 11 AC right now, so that's a plus. 14's better than 11.
Lay down.
All right, is that the end of your turn, Enafine?
Yeah, that's it.
That brings us to Uncle Ruckus.
No relation.
What did you feed him?
A piece of pizza.
Oh.
If he just walked over and pissed on him, would that hurt him?
I don't see why it would hurt him.
All right, so Ruckus.
You
looks at
put-
me, I look at Ruckus, then I look at the group and I say, "We're not like attacking this guy, right? We're trying to figure out."
We need. I yell out. We need to see his source of power, if
Okay.
possible.
All right, so can I have Ruckus? Ruckus can't detect magic or anything, so he would
No,
just smell around him and piss on him.
Sniff him for drugs.
Okay. Roll, I
Steroid.
guess. Roll a Constitution check for Ruckus. Just so you guys also, hold on, just so you know, while he is frozen, he's conscious.
We know.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 14 plus 2, so it's 16.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
you-
Ruckus walks over, pisses on him, smells around his feet, doesn't really understand what's going on, just lifts the leg, just drains onto Scratloin.
Also, I want to
I
just
look over- I
I
look
want to
over
make
him.
sure that we're considering how the other goblins are reacting to this, because the more you disrespect their leader, the less they want to follow him. Just want to bring that out there.
Also, just see, This is all happening in a matter of pure moments. This is all within 6 seconds. All this is happening.
So I look over at Interfeed and I said, he must have had to go.
Oh my god.
All right. I take it that's Ruckus's turn. That brings us to Nori.
Can I just do? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Can I either do like a perception or insight just on him to see if I'm looking to see if has any other powers, any other like anything on him that might be like magical or stuff like that. I just want to do a perception check or insight. I don't know
Go ahead.
what one.
Give if you want to see if there's something physically on him that might be giving.
I'm basically trying to see if I can, without saying it out loud or touching him, figure out like if he has something else that is magical helping him that wasn't that sword.
All right. Well, you weren't you were asleep when everything.
Yeah, I know.
There's a black aura emanating from him. Like it looks like the goblin you guys have come across a couple times, but he's 7 feet tall. He's like he's a fucking hulking mass. He has
Okay.
this black shadowy aura pouring out of him. And
Could
his eyes are pitch black.
Could I do like Arcana or something to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Try it out.
Arcana.
20.
A nat 20?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Nat 20.
The aura and everything that you're seeing on Scrat, like emanating out of Scratloin, reminds you of the like everything you guys saw and dealt with at the battle in Crom's tomb with when you came across Haster, the demigod deity villain. You can sense that, like,
Long time ago.
that yeah, it's been a few months.
I was like, who? Who?
Yeah.
I remember Haster. I remember the name.
Yeah. Like he's clearly come across this thing.
You feel that everything emanating out of him is the source is that same person.
Okay. I'm just going to
Charlie Murphy.
tell the group just real quick. Hey man, that ain't cool stuff. That looks like that stuff from that really bad guy that one time.
I'm picturing this sounds like Morty.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez, Rick.
Oh jeez, guys.
Oh jeez, guys. This is not good. Not good.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, guys.
Turn the page. Wash your hands.
Who's after me?
Scratloin.
He hasn't actually had his turn yet?
No, he had a legendary action.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this and you let me know if it's okay. Can I hold my action to either if he somehow on this one gets loose to attack him, or if it gets past him and the next person to go, can I give them a help action?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
That's
allow
what
that.
I want to do. Okay.
You're gonna hold your action.
Yep, for either or.
Okay. Okay, so that's your turn. That brings us to Scratloin. Now, Tenzo, does that momentary stasis say anything about him getting a re-roll on his turn?
Nope. He has to stay that way until my next turn.
Oh, until your next turn. Okay.
Correct.
Well, then that's his turn is legitimately just in place. That brings us to the half dozen bears Kavonian was able to summon.
I almost forgot about those.
I did not. But I don't have an actual use for them right now.
We could surround
So-
him.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I want them to all basically move into position to just have him surrounded at all sides.
Okay.
Do we have markers for them or no? Right, because then I don't have to move anything.
Do you have what?
Markers for them up there.
I have this.
Oh, I see. All right, so let's just picture a bunch of them surrounding him. And I would like the closest one to also urinate on him.
Okay. Give me a constitution roll for the bears to piss on Scrat Loin.
Hold on, I have to look at their character.
I was thinking it'd be
sheet.
funnier if they shit on him. Like,
Should I have them shit on him? Because bears just shit like little pebbles.
oh, all right.
It's not as damaging, I feel. What am I rolling again? I'm sorry.
Just a constitution roll, just real quick.
Oh, just a straight 20?
Yeah.
15.
It pisses on his foot. Just ooh.
Actually, more like.
They back away from him, I would say, in that circle, and they're just growling. They're just doing bear stuff, trudging on the earth and growling.
Oh, okay.
They're done.
That's gonna bring us back to Kwin on the top of the order.
Alrighty then.
Don't shoot him!
I'm not going to shoot him because immediately the first thing I'm going to do is at first level. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, because you lost a lot more than just that 23.
I
right?
lost 30 health. So I'm going to touch myself.
Touch myself.
For
Oh,
for
I
7
don't
health.
need anybody else. 'Cause
Okay.
when I think about you, I touch myself.
Also, as a bonus action,
I'm not sorry.
and as a second level spell, I'm going to cast Cordon of Arrows. So it's
Doesn't
everything
that damage him?
if I attack him. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, never mind. Maybe take that back.
Kenny, you got to control your face because I wouldn't even have thought to ask that if I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
wait. I'm trying to. Because I'm trying to see if it hits, but if it might be.
You can just hold your action till you're ready to punch him in the face or shoot
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
No, because at the end of his turn, well, he's already had his turn. So at
Right.
the end of his turn, if he's within the circle, he takes damage.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Just in case. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Buffs, bro. If you got no buffs,
No, I don't have any.
Then-
I have no buff.
you're still on top of Rocky,
So,
right? The
I'm
elephant.
No, I think I got off the elephant when shit started to get real.
I don't remember.
Yeah, when he like
Oh, I think you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. All right then.
yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah.
That's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal myself.
So are you
not
you're-
casting?
all right.
I'm not casting.
okay? Kavonian, your turn.
Kavonian is going to cast Zone of Truth on him.
Giving you my help action, so you'll have advantage on rolls. Or a roll. Right?
All right. Thank you very much. I don't think I have to roll anything for this, though. So you create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on your choice, on a point of your choice within range. I can do it up to 60 feet, so he's really close. And it's a 15-foot sphere centered right on him. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. And I'll know whether or not it succeeds or fails the saving throw.
Okay, you know. So what's the save he's got to make? It's an 8. He rolled a straight 8.
Well, he has to beat a 17, so I think I read. Yeah, 17. He's got to beat a 17. I actually have to cast it, but I don't think that actually just does anything. All right. An effective creature is aware of the spell. I'm going to be fair. An effective creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie.
Okay.
So basically, you can be evasive in what you're telling us, as long as you're not straight
I
up
think
lying.
he might be too dumb for that. So if you want to ask him a question, feel free.
All right.
I mean, this is Scrat Loin we're talking about.
This is true. Well, you're the DM. How many questions am I going to get right now? Because technically, we're in initiative.
I would say
This lasts for 10 minutes, by the way.
you can ask. I'll give you one question, for every other point in an initiative. So it's your turn now, then it goes Tinzo, then on Fatu's turn. You know, just quick questions. Whatever.
All right, I see what you're saying. All right, Tinzo, when you get to your turn, ask him what we were talking about. Well, I guess we can just, it doesn't matter. We can tell, I'll ask my question. You'll know what I'm fucking being stupid.
It's fine.
How did you get this power?
You watch as him frozen in place, his jaw just starts to force its way into movement, and you hear just my master gives me strength.
All right. And that's my time. I guess
Okay.
that's my time.
Wait, can you ask another question with my help action?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Add a character to the rest of the team. Should I ask him who his master is, or should we just get right to how the fuck is he jumping?
I wouldn't. I'm assuming with my check that I did, it's that guy, that whatever Haster, whatever you said. So would be my thought.
That's the name you know him by.
All right. How have you been able to follow us between worlds?
He's just. I was found by the abyss, the void. He carries me where my hatred takes me.
All right, that's my.
And then you just hear he goes, "It always leads to you."
I'm just thinking of Scott. Oh god.
Just imagine Scott's face on half Thor Bjornsson, but a goblin. This is what you're up against right now.
I'm picturing Garlic Jr.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so that's my turn then.
All right. That brings us to Tinzo. Tinzo, you said at the end of this turn,
Correct.
He's snapping out of it. Okay, it's your turn, Tinzo.
So it seems like nothing he's doing directly is letting him jump through worlds. That somebody's doing it for him.
He's following us through all of this because of a blood feud.
His blood feud.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
he's not following us. He's being unwittingly teleported here.
Kind of. His hatred. It's like the tie that binds himself to you guys, and it's just he's getting moved through, and his hatred for you guys attracts him to you.
There's no way.
So-
There's no way like Chiron could do like an exorcism, right? Like exorcise the demon from him.
He doesn't have that kind of magic. He's
So-
just a healer.
That means that he's useless to us.
Yeah.
If only
Who?
we had a paladin.
Well, he's useless in the sense that
He has
he's
nothing.
just
for us.
jumping through. Like it's
Yeah.
like a free
Oh.
ticket. Like
Scratloin?
yeah.
Yes.
He's just a thorn in our side.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
So then I, as I'm hearing what he's saying out loud, then I just say to the group, or I yell out to the group, just destroy him. Go all out. Get rid of him. This is it. He's useless to us.
He
So
got
I'm
no-
going to go ahead and cast.
I like it when we can go all out. Don't forget about my bears, Tenzo.
Yeah, we currently have him surrounded by
Pointing
bear
finger to
Bears.
and bear
Oh,
pee and dire wolf piss.
Damn it.
He is soaked in piss right now.
He's soaked, just completely, just
Uh,
covered in piss.
trying to see what I can cast without hurting anyone.
We should just freeze him again and all of our characters pee on him.
No, I'm good. We
Just
have,
one
we have to
after
kill. We
another.
have to kill him. Like it.
Yeah, we
it
get rid
ends
of him
here.
at this point.
We'll pee on him afterwards.
Or short of killing him, we have to remove the curse from him or whatever.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast.
Oh my god, this is
All right.
gonna be epic. Okay.
I point. All right, so
I
I,
don't like the
I,
way he's laughing.
I go
Oh,
ahead and
shouldn't.
I just start putting my hands in like this like prayer motion, and then I point over at him and cast slow.
Special beam cannon?
No, slow. Slow.
What is slow? What is explain slow to me real quick?
Yes. So
Okay, got it.
you alter time around up to 6 creatures of my choice in a 40-foot cube. Within range, each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by the spell for the duration. An affected target's speed is halved. It takes -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell within the casting time of one action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted. And a creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the effect ends for it.
That was a lot of words.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll. And I'm just gonna send what I got to the group.
I hate you.
Anything
That's
looks
a-
like
We would
That
believe
is
you.
that is a nat 20.
son of a Bill's rat.
As a reaction, I go ahead and cast Chronal Shift. Do it again.
How many times can you cast that? I just want to know.
My last time. I can only do it twice.
Okay, he's got to beat a 16.
Don't forget you've got Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yeah. So what is that?
You
Wait,
can,
what does
you
that
can
do?
add 1d8.
That doesn't do anything for. Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
that's an 18.
Mm.
All right.
You can't
At
You
least
can't
we
stop-
tried.
you can't stop everything that's coming to you. All right, is that going to be your turn?
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on.
He's basically bouncing in his seat right now. With this.
I like it when he does that.
He's getting very
Like, your bears are fucked. And then
Yeah,
I'm probably
but
the
that's
most-
also another good reason why we put them there. Because I can call more.
the bears and ruckus if they the positions. The whole
Oh,
thing.
this is good. All right, yeah, I end my turn.
You're in your turn.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
found out something like.
So as you end, you're done doing what you're doing. The aura around Scratloin disappears. He's and he's going to take another legendary action, and it's gonna be like kind of like a turn in between everything here. And I'm about to give everybody a lesson in physics. Fatu, I'm gonna need you to give me a strength check for Ruckus. Can't hear you. You muted.
Hold on.
18.
He rolled a 25. So he picks up Ruckus by his midsection, and he wings him up to wield him as a weapon. He then immediately turns to you, Kaywin, and he's going to boot you in the chest. With everything in his power.
Stay out
So
of my
I'm
girlfriend's
gonna.
drawers.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so
Okay,
that's
hold on. Wait.
Whoa,
Hold on.
whoa, whoa,
Temporal shunt.
whoa.
One reaction taken when a creature you can see makes an attack roll or starts to cast a spell. So I'm seeing
Okay.
you're about to start doing this.
what is that? What is it? What does he have to do?
Target the triggering creature, which must succeed on a wisdom throw or vanish.
Or vanish.
Yes, being thrown to another point in time and causing the attack to miss or the spell to be wasted. At the start of its next turn, the target reappears where it was, or the closest unoccupied space. The target doesn't remember you casting the spell or being affected by it.
Okay.
And then when you cast a spell using a spell of 6th level or higher, you can target one additional. All right.
He's showing you that he rolled a 19 again.
19 again.
Buddy. Scratloin is here to do damage. So on the initial attack, Kaywin, you're gonna take 10 bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a dex save. At disadvantage because you're now leaving your feet.
Okay. Well, that first one's a nat 20.
That poor nat 20.
And then this one's a 25.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. Either way, you'll succeed in not getting completely crushed by this.
Oh,
But
thanks.
he's going to, as he boots, this is a massive, magically empowered creature kicking you in the chest extremely hard. You are going to fly back into Inafine. Inafine, give me a dex save to try to avoid Kaywin.
Because I'm now a projectile, apparently.
You are a projectile.
A large projectile. Like a cannonball.
You just got Hulk smashed. Counting.
21.
All right. You're able to get out of the way. You don't take any damage. Kaywin, you're going to take an additional 5 damage bludgeoning from landing. Instead of taking the full 10, it gets cut in half because you're able to kind of roll through.
As a reaction, Cavonian is going to use cutting words where I can, as a reaction, when a creature that's not immune to being charged, you can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. You can expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration and roll that die and subtract it from the roll. So, what is it? A D8. Son of a bitch, and I just put that thing down.
Oh, so you're taking it away from the damage roll.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yeah. All right, so we roll that. 7. So basically negating that last damage.
3. Yeah, so you only take 1 point of damage instead of 5.
Alright.
And in that moment, the last thing he does before the end of his legendary action
Yeah.
is Kevonian. He's going to throw Ruckus at you
Oh no.
like a fucking javelin. That is a 29 to hit.
Would Ruckus be considered a missile?
In this scenario, yes, Ruckus is a fucking missile.
Hold on. I might have a reaction for that.
What?
Where did I make out? Am I within 5 feet of Kavonian? No. Never mind.
No, you are not.
I'm not in the right spot. Sorry, guys. I tried.
No, it's a valiant. It's valiant.
That hits. You know that hits.
All right. So you and Ruckus are both going to take 10 damage.
Ooh. Is there anything that I can do to lessen Ruckus's damage? Because I'm a nice guy.
Give me a quick deck save to see if you can catch him, or if him hitting you is gonna knock you prone. If you catch him, you know what I mean. Like you're not prone, and depending on how high you roll, I can subtract a couple points there for you cushioning the blow.
Okay.
But he just got lawn darted at you.
Yeah, he's a gigantic fucking direwolf.
Yeah.
So 16.
16. All right. You're able to catch him. You're not knocked prone. But also, in doing so, you drop the bag of holding.
Shit.
All right. That's Scrat's turn. Fatu, on you.
I would like to rage.
That's a bonus action. What else do you do? I can't hear you.
I just burped up ox and onion.
At this point, our plan is fucked, right? We're just attacking this guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
our
no,
plan is going well. He doesn't have
we-
anything for us, so we're gonna kill him.
Yep.
Plan's on still.
He doesn't have a weapon that could deal like severe damage to us.
Except I just dropped the bag that was holding it. So anybody that wants to grab that on their turns could do that as well. Tony, you have a lot of damaging capability, though. I suggest you attack.
All right, so I'm just gonna. Where's this? Let me see the.
Can you rage because he just like yeeted your dog across the?
He
Yeah,
did.
He already raged.
Okay,
Alright.
he's already enraged.
He's raged. We raged. It was a beautiful.
Despite all his
Goblin,
rage,
yeah.
he's still just a rat in a
I'm
cage.
assuming you said he's like 7 feet tall,
Yeah, he's fucking huge.
so I'm probably cock height.
Oh yeah.
Run up and bite it.
I'll give you a belly button.
I have Oleg, so you should get his.
Are we just collecting people's dicks now? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, we are. We need to make a necklace.
We do have a theme.
What's all this
Stick
weed?
with it.
So can I do like a
Included in this
Jack
weed.
Black power slide between his legs and hit him right in the nuts with the hammer?
Are you tall enough? Or are you?
Give me. All right.
This
The
is about
slide-
bendability, not height.
You're gonna. All right. So he's now turned his attention. He's facing you and Gavonian, because remember I said he sees what's going on. So you pulling the sword out of his hand and giving it to Kavonian to put in the bag. He remembered that. Now he's turned. He's fucking Kavonian. So yes, I will give you. I will give you the ability to try. Give me an acrobatics check for the slide, and depending on your roll there, will depend on whether or not when you make an attack, if you're sliding through and hitting them in the nuts, or if you're just like kind of stumbling and diving at them with your fucking hammer.
Hit him in the no.
15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. So you turn, you watch Ruckus get lawn darted. You grab your hammer.
Could that be an advantage? Since he's not. Oh no, he's looking at him. You said, right?
Yeah, he's
My
looking
bad.
at him.
My bad.
So you're gonna run up and you're gonna fucking rock and roll School of Rock power slide. Yeah. So now roll your attack.
I'm going to use
Slice
the
it
war
off.
hammer.
Let's slice it off. That
No,
we're collecting.
I want to smash his giant nuts.
I don't.
If you know Scott Long, you know Scott Long has major sized nuts.
I don't know.
Yes.
Very true.
I'm going to squash these like 2
And
watermelons.
technically, nut.
That's true.
It's true.
And as a man, I would think smashing would hurt for a longer time than slashing.
Give me that Newport and Red Bull nut.
26.
If my math.
26 hits. So roll for damage.
Gonna put on some Slayer. Empty out this bar. Golden Rail belongs to me.
I used to get $275 a booking.
After you're a piece of shit for not coming to
13 damage.
13, that gets halved to 6. Because he's also raging. What else do you do?
You guys are both raging together.
I have another attack. I can attack him again.
Yeah, at this level, you have 2 attacks per action.
Zooming out of the power slide, I slide and pop up to my feet like Rusev would when he does that shit at the beginning of his entrance. And I hit him right in the nuts, right? And it just hits him right up in his asshole, and they come swinging back like a speed bag. So I spin back around and I clock him again with the hammer. I'm trying to explode like Gallagher. You know what I'm saying?
You want to talk about a physics lesson?
You need to give him advantage.
You just hit him.
Oh yeah, roll with advantage. I'm loving what you're putting down here, so roll with advantage.
I love the cartoonish level of violence.
Yeah.
That's how trebuchets work.
I rolled a 27.
That hits. Roll for damage.
That's another 14 damage.
Minus 7.
One for
So
each nut.
As you do this, you hear the goblins and the other side that are watching like, oh god.
Right in his gob balls.
Yeah. You just hear Scrat. He's like,
I yelled at the group. I yelled at the group. I think I got him. Just hit him in the nuts.
His only weakness.
is that your turn?
Oh.
Can I take an action to get the fuck out of Dodge now that I'm standing literally directly under?
How much move? What's your movement speed?
The bag.
35 feet.
Hold on.
God damn it, Batters, you don't hit a guy in the nuts.
Give
Grab
me
the
1
bag
second.
while you're leaving.
No, because he's now hold on. You've slid through. You're here.
He's behind them, technically.
Yeah, you've probably moved about 25 total feet. You've got 10 feet of movement left to work with. Because
Can I dive roll behind him just to get out of his way?
Just go to work.
you're already behind him.
I would just suggest to back up because a lot of us have area of effect spells.
Yeah,
And
to get out of the way of any area effects. But yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know
So
why
you're gonna walk the last. You're gonna get out of dodge.
I'm not
No,
gonna.
no.
You what?
So I'm not gonna walk away from this guy like that and go here. Not cool guys walk away from explosions. This dude.
I believe if you walk away, he gets opportunity attack.
think I could make an argument that he's a little incapacitated momentarily. Everybody in this room that has balls know what happens for the first few seconds after you immediately get smashed with a hammer twice.
Twice. In the ball. Ball singular.
Each ball
Alright.
got its own set of damage.
So you're, are you done, Fatu? You're staying put?
Can I just get into a defensive?
Tactical roll.
Can you what?
Can I get into a defensive position just to hold my own, just in case?
Isn't there an action for that?
No, I mean you're out. You're. I assume if you've attacked somebody, I assume when you're done attacking, you're taking up a point of like intelligent defense. You're not just gonna be like, boom, yeah,
That was pretty cool.
I totally see Chiron doing that though.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you're standing behind him, holding your warhammer, like ready for whatever can come at you.
Yes.
Okay. That's your turn. That brings us to Chiron. Speak of the devil. Chiron is going to run up on Scratloin.
Does he launch over the bears in like a cool Legolas type flying maneuver?
I keep forgetting there's bears.
Bears.
The bears.
He's going to run up, and instead of trying to jump up and do anything fancy, he's just gonna run up and put his grab onto Scratloin, and he's going to cast Inflict Wounds at 3rd level.
Far be it for me to tell Chiron,
Fuck.
but Chiron should grab him by his nuts and cast him.
Chiron's 6 feet
Going.
tall, dude.
That's a lot of bending.
Fuck, he misses. He came up just a little bit. Actually, hold on. Nope, because
technically be advantage. He did just get hit in the nuts.
he would have, yeah. He, considering the position, he does get advantage.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Fuck, I rolled worse. I was about to do 5d10 damage. No, he missed on both. All right. So he rolls up on that. Bonus actions. He's going to cast. What can he use here? Oh, he's gonna use a bonus action to dash away. He's gonna move away. He's still going to incur. Yeah, that hits. Chiron's gonna take 10. He's still gonna invoke an attack of opportunity, which is whatever. But Chiron, seeing his inflict wounds did not hit, he's going to dash away. That brings us to Inaphine. Your turn.
So wait, is he at a disadvantage per each of our turns or what?
Who?
Scrap because he got hit in the balls.
No, no. He's a magically infused monster. He doesn't really. His testicles hurt, but he's fueled by hate. He's had like a half dozen arrows shot into him. I don't think his testicles are gonna slow him down.
I know it would slow me down.
Move right next to you. I'm gonna move right next to Fatu first.
You're gonna move next to Fatu?
Yeah, like maybe Misty Step, just so it's quicker.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack where Fatu was attacking with with Witch Bolt. The lightning like I was gonna do before.
Okay.
Why aren't you attacking with those fire daggers?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'm just
First I'm gonna do Witch Bolt.
give him the worst case of gonorrhea he's ever had.
Oh my god.
Do
All right.
the thing that inflicts the most damage.
Mhm.
Because that's like his weak spot, right? So do I get advantage?
Hold on.
All right.
So you're casting Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if you have to roll to attack that or what.
Um.
Let me see your spells here. Yeah, roll to attack.
Yeah.
Roll to attack.
Yeah. Dirty
Oh,
20.
20.
Just hits. Roll for damage.
Okay.
21 damage.
21 damage.
21 damage. Good
Shout
shit.
out to everybody watching. All 5 people watching this.
Okay.
Hi.
Is that your turn, or are you? What else? Are you doing something else? I believe you still have a bonus action because the Witch Bolt counts as your main action.
Are like the spells that say at will, are those like bonus actions or no?
No, will just means it doesn't count against your spell slots.
Oh, okay. I think I'll just
You'd be any place in the world, but you're right here with us. We appreciate that.
I
That
give him a
just
couple pats on his ass.
And he's just gonna follow suit with me and Inafine and just treat Scott Loin's balls like a chew toy.
we could but we could surround him because he's behind him, right?
He
Or
also
in
has the
front.
bears surrounding him too.
That is true.
Yeah,
Well, the Bears are going for bolts.
we're all going for that.
I'm gonna have Ruckus in between the bears,
You
kind of
and
just
Ruckus
like, you know,
and Ruckus.
prounce or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Prance.
Prowling.
Bears in between and get in between his legs and just go to town on those testicles.
All right, roll to attack.
You really have a thing for balls.
We all do. You too, buddy. You too.
I don't want to rip his balls off. I just want to kill him. I have bloodlust.
You can die from having your balls ripped off.
Ruckus
We're
roll
at humiliation.
15 plus 5.
Yay.
Just hits. Roll for damage.
Is it a 15 plus 5? That's a 20. Or is it a 10
Yep.
with a plus 5?
That's up to E20.
I'm assuming he rolled a 15 plus 5.
Oh, it worked.
He does 9 damage.
Okay. Okay. Is that Ruckus's turn?
Yeah, he jumps behind us and gets over by us.
Well, where exactly do you want him? Because on the map, like, there's not like if Inafine gets right next to you, you've got the bears surrounding him. So either he is where he is and he fits in, or he might have to leave the 5-foot radius around Scrat, which would incur an attack of opportunity.
Leave him there.
I leave him there then. Just leave him there.
Okay. All right. Nori, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to what is it called? I can shadow. It's dark where we are. Are we outside?
It's like noon. It's
All right, never mind.
We're in a burning village.
Yeah, it's a burning village.
All right. Well, either way, I'm gonna run so that way I'm what you call it? Flanking.
Copy.
So then I am going to two-hand quarterstaff for my first hit. Oh, I have 2. Okay. Oh, but I roll with advantage.
Roll advantage, yeah.
So
13
sucks.
does not hit.
Okay, so then I'm going to use same thing with my second action because I get 2 now.
Yep.
16, but I roll with advantage just in case. Thank God. Okay, so 16. Oh, does 16 hit?
Well,
Wait, you rolled a 23.
Or 23, sorry.
Yeah, 23 hits.
Okay, Jesus. Okay. So that's 9 damage. God damn.
9? Okay, so that
Yep.
gets halved.
And then I'm going to unarmed strike again. Wait, why didn't that give me 8 plus 7? Yeah, I'm gonna unarmed strike as my bonus action.
Okay.
16, 23, but just in case. Nope.
In case you roll that nat 20.
Yep,
Yeah, 23 hits again.
Okay. So 13 to hit.
Oh, 13 damage, so that gets
Or
halved.
13 damage.
Yeah, you're fine.
And only because I don't know if I'll get a chance to use this, and I'm going to use it now. I'm going to action surge. I know I only have 1. I'm going to take an additional.
You get the full action, like it's like an extra turn
Right.
minus movement. So yeah, you can do a straight up attack again.
Do I get 2 attacks?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Booyah.
I'm actually going to. I don't get another bonus action though, right?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna unarmed strike only because that's more. I got those gauntlet things. So that's a 19. I'm gonna roll just to see if I get a 20, which I don't. So 26 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, roll to hit the second one too.
Oh, so that's 14 damage.
Another 7. Okay, roll for the next one.
All right, and then hold on. Maybe. Nope. Okay, 24 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And 13 damage halved.
Okay. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Nori, at the end of your turn,
God damn it.
you as you make contact with your last attack, Scratloin kind of turns his head towards you, looking at you. You see the black eye gaze upon you, and you hear a voice in your head, like asking you why you're fighting the inevitable. And while you hear that, all of a sudden you're bombarded with images, as like not images, but it's like you're there. You're standing next to like this body of water, like where the land meets the water, and you watch as this couple walks up to the water, carrying what looks like a small baby in their hands, and they put the baby in like a small, like shittily made, like kind of raft, and send it into the body of water. And you know this to be the story of your birth and your being abandoned by your birth parents.
You're Mermoses?
Mermoses.
Read my backstory for content, ass.
So as you're watching that, you see this figure, this tiefling form. He steps into this memory, this situation, and he starts explaining to you. He's like things could, you hear in your head, like things could be any way I imagine. And then you watch as the entire event plays back out again, but instead of these people putting you in the water, you watch as they drown you. And then it rewinds again, and you watch, instead of now, as you're put into the water, instead of being found by the water genasi tribe that took you in, you're found by this man, this tiefling, and you watch as like your life is completely different, and you just hear in the back of your mind like all things are going to happen the way I want. Time can I can affect anything I want. So why fight me? And then you snap back into the reality of the current moment.
Oh,
Okay.
there goes gravity.
Uh,
I don't know about this, Rick.
That brings us to
Oh,
Scratloin.
Oh, jeez.
Scratloin, at the beginning of his turn, he immediately snaps his attention back to you, Kavonian. And you watch as he vanishes from being surrounded by the gang jumping that he's that's happening to him, and he appears in front of you. And as he appears in front of you, he immediately, as he appears, he's just boom! He's drilling you in the fucking chest. That's a nat 20 to hit.
All right.
That's 20 damage, bludgeoning. Give me a dex save.
A deck save?
Dex save.
Save that, Dex.
Dex. Where's the shit? $25.
25. Okay. So everything I'm about to roll, you take half. As he knocks you, the speed and the force in which he punches you, he knocks you right into this opening, into this burning down building.
My suit!
You're going to take an additional 7 bludgeoning damage from the impact of slamming into the wall in that house.
You already have that?
I did have that, yes. And then so he fucking just appeared, he misty steps in front of you, drills you in the chest, knocks you back flying. And then as you fly back, he just grabs the bag of holding.
Mm.
And you watch as he just mutters like a command word, and it's just like 5-finger death punch. And this sword rises up out of the bag into his hand.
I yell, not my stash!
As the sword he oh and he's shittily aroused by the smell of your lotus weed in your bag. But he drops it, he regains his composure. He turns and he's immediately going to take he's gonna make a swiping attack at, it would affect actually all the bears over here, Ruckus, Nori, Fatu, and Enafine. Okay, I'm going to make the attack roll. See, whose AC is higher than a 16? You.
Out of
Enafine, out of everybody I just mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Enafine, what's your AC?
16.
16.
That hits. Fatu, Nori. What's Ruckus's AC?
14.
14. Okay. So now I'm going to roll for damage. And Ruckus and the bears all take 20 points of necrotic damage
Ay, Dios mío.
on the first attack. His second attack, he's going to run right up on, kind of right back up on Enophine. All right, so the Bears, Ruckus, and Enophine, you all take 20. Enophine, you also take 20 points of damage. He's going to roll right up on the, like, where the bear and Enophine are right there, and he's going to make his. This would be his third attack after punching you in the chest, and the first attack. He's going to focus this more directly on Enophine and Fatu. Does a 23, I take it, hits? Fatu. Yeah. Okay. So now he's going to roll on that one. 17. That's 23 damage to you, Fatu. Necrotic, and another 23 to you, Enophine.
Oh.
As he's swinging this fucking massive chunk of just wrought iron, and this wave of black necrotic energy is coming out of it. You're not even, like, the damage as it hits you, you feel like wounds opening up on your body, and your body feels like it can't heal them. Like, it kind of feels like acid, but it's not. With that is his turn. That brings us to the Bears.
So we're just rolling them all as one attack group?
Yeah.
They are just going to do what bears do when they've just been smashed with 20 points of damage, and they're just going to go straight at him. They have multi-attack, so they're going to do a bite and attack with their claws after another. So the attack roll for the bite is the attack plus 6. So, fuck. 10 probably does not hit.
10 does not hit.
I did not think so. So they fucked that one up.
Good job, Bears.
God damn it.
You had one job, Bears.
Are they flanking? Does that count?
Bears don't get
right.
advantage. They're just
Bears
accessory
don't
features.
flank. Got it.
Bears kind of just charge.
Yeah.
Ruckus
All
I give because Ruckus is, in a sense, a character.
All right, and then I'm going to attack with the claws then. I'm fucking blind. So
I'm
that...
just gonna put this out there. The Ruckus is at 7 points of damage left. So, if there are any healers.
And if anything happens to Ruckus, you won't get an answer out of Scrat. I will murder him.
You're dead too, bitch.
Does 25 hit?
25 does hit.
Okay. So the damage is 2d6 plus 4.
Okay.
You know, that's 6. 10, 14 damage.
So that gets halved to 7. Okay. Okay, and that's the Bears' turn?
Yeah, they don't have anything special to do.
Okay. At the end of the Bears' turn, Scrat's gonna use another legendary action.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know. He's a savage. What do you want from me?
I know.
He's going to cast Thunder Wave, or Thunder Step. Sorry.
You're trying to wipe the party, essentially, is what you're trying to do.
No. I'm just putting the fear of God in you. Just putting the fear of God in you, bud.
We got 2.
Is this his third legendary action or fourth?
This is his third total legendary action.
Okay.
Second on this turn, and they refill on the beginning of every one of his turns. So he's going to Thunder Step over here in between Kaywin.
Get our legal counsel on that.
Yep.
Kaywin and Chiron.
All cancel on that.
Sounds kind of broken to me.
We
But
might be throwing the- we might
I'm
be
looking
throwing
it
the-
up to make sure
we
it's
might
the
be
right one.
throwing the challenge flag.
All right. I'm gonna need everybody to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Everybody there. The Bears, Ruckus, Nori, Enafine, and Fatu. Give me a Constitution save.
Let's say, thank God.
Nori passes.
So not me.
Nope, because you're not right in the
Okay.
where he did it.
Oh my god.
21 and 22.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna take half damage. What about you, Kavonian?
You didn't tell me to roll.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, you're right. What about Ruckus and what about the Bears? I meant the Bears.
Ruckus rolled a nat 20.
I
Beautiful.
gave it all to the Bears. It's a
Ruckus,
Constitution save, you said?
Ruckus takes half damage too.
It's a Constitution save, you said?
Yes, Constitution save.
Oh my god. All right, I don't think they have a modifier, right? Oh, I know they have a plus.
Might
for
be a
it.
lost cause, my G.
How many hit points are the Bears at to begin with?
They start with 34, and now they're down to 14.
Beautiful.
6.
They fail, so they're gonna take the full brunt of this. 3d10 damage.
Oh, they're dead.
11, 19. All the Bears take 19 damage.
They're dead.
Uh,
Or-
everybody else takes 9 damage. 9 lightning damage.
I assume that means Ruckus is down because that's
No.
Ruckus only had 7.
Ruckus is down. Ruckus is down.
The bear are just like dead, right? Because they're just creatures. They're not something we can revive.
Yeah, they're dead. They're fucking dead.
Bears are
Ruckus is now in the dying status. Ruckus is not. I'm not gonna have him be knocked out, but anything Ruckus does that's not trying to get himself healed, or save his life, is going to incur a failed death save. What's up, Benafine?
2 things. One, I have a healing potion in my inventory.
Okay.
And then I was gonna say, can I rage because of Ruckus?
You do not. You're not a barbarian.
Don't have rage.
I thought I had like a fiery revenge.
You can feel that. You can do that, but you don't get the benefits of rage. You can go berserk.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that, but yeah, you like rage is it's a whole thing. Like
What
Yeah.
happens when she does that?
what happens when now I would say your hatred for Scratloin is going to cloud your judgment, so you wouldn't necessarily think to give Ruckus that healing potion on your next turn. You would probably just go to do as much damage to Scratloin as possible.
So I won't rage out just yet. I wanted to use that healing it says, or is it basic healing potion on him?
Okay. So, all right, that's as Scratloin appears back in front of Kaywin, who's kind of still, getting back into after being booted in the chest. Like Scratloin reappears in front of him with that tongue behind bars smile, and he looks at you, and then he looks up at Tinzo, who froze him. He hits you with that blood sport. He goes, "You are next." And that's his legendary action, bringing us back to Kaywin at the top of the order.
Okie dokie. All right.
Dead.
Huh. I'm thinking of what spell I want to cast.
You should be doing that between turns, Mamma Jamma.
Yeah, I know I wasn't. I was looking
Boards.
Um,
Boards. And yeah, I said Mamma Jamma.
Let's do. All right. Well, first of all, I'm gonna get out of the way of him. So maybe like try to do like some sort of acrobatics check to kind of like get out of the way, or would that result in an attack of opportunity? Me getting out of the way, so I should just take him.
Yeah, it's if you don't have anything that like if you don't have Misty Step or something, any movement out of the 5 feet away from him is going to incur an attack of opportunity.
You're right. So I'm not going to do that then. I'm just going to fucking. All right, then here. Oh, do I want to do the cordon or do I want to do the hail? Because cordon is within 30 feet. Boom, booyah. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna do cordon of arrows, 2nd level.
Okay.
Just wanna. And then attack with the Corpse Slayer.
Okay.
28.
That hits.
Goddamn right it does.
Oh.
Can I ask something out of character while he just figures out his damage?
Yeah.
He hit 13. What does that do?
77.
Wait, what was that, Tony?
He hit 13. So how much damage? How much more damage are we gonna do to him before he starts to feel hurt?
Oh, he's hurting. He's bleeding.
Oh, okay.
You've done a good amount of damage to him.
He bleeds. He
So
dies.
keep up the pressure, I think, is the strategy going forward. I think.
Pump up the jams.
Yeah.
May I
Oh, is
drawing a sword as an action?
I don't make it. I'm not going to make it an action. It's
sort of crown time.
as long as it's on your person, like you have it as an equipped something. You're not pulling it out of a bag.
Is Ruckus at all like? Did he like win a death save or something because of the potion? Or
wait, who used the potion?
Do I have to wait for my turn to do that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I take the Sword of Crom out and then say,
Oh my god.
Crom, I have never prayed to you before. I have no time for it.
Do the whole monologue, you bitch. Do the whole monologue.
All I remember is all that you need to know is that 2 stood against many. And that's all I kind of remember. And then I remember, grant me run request, grant me revenge. And if you do not, then to hell with you. Okay.
Hell with your problem.
So I kind of say all that when I pull the sword out and I look up into the sky. Now, it's Tinzo's turn, I assume?
Give me a quick performance check.
Never prayed to you before. I have no time for it. No one, not even you, will remember if we were good men.
Well, that was all well and good, but I had my character sheet
how we
after
fought,
all of that.
how we died.
Hold on, guys. What did you say, Tony?
All that matters now is that
Performance check.
Well, I rolled an 18, but it's a -1, so 17.
That's still solid. All right.
Is this your crop?
I'll get back to that on your turn. Kaywin, that was your turn. You hit for 13, so have this up. All right, Kevonian, it's your turn.
I am going to cast. First off, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to start slow walking out of the burning building, looking directly at him.
All right.
I pull out my lute and I start playing
Titanic.
Fantasy Walk from Pantera.
Ding 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 ding.
I was kind of hoping you'd play. Again.
Can't you see I'm easily spotted by the system?
You good, sir.
One step from lashing out at you.
Oh my God. What was the English? So, affirmation. We're taking the scroll.
All right, so you walk out. Give me a quick performance check with advantage, because that's awesome.
I'm trying to find the clip of the guy that does that.
It's British something.
Yeah.
You said performance, right? So
Yeah, this is right in your wheel well.
be 24.
Beautiful. All right, so you are doing this like people. Everybody can sense you're pissed. So I'll give you whatever you're about to do. I'll give you, if you have to make a roll, I'll give you advantage on it.
No, I'm still gonna do this because I don't actually have to do a roll. But maybe you can give him disadvantage on it.
Copy.
I am going to cast Phantasmal Killer at 5th level. You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusionary manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. In this case, Kaywin dipping into his girlfriend's drawers. The target must make
Art thou verbiage directed unto me?
All right. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, which the duration's a minute, the target has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 5d10 psychic damage.
Holy shit! Okay, so I'll give him disadvantage on that.
He's got to beat a 17.
Oh, and what kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save. He is not wise. That's a 9.
All right. So I don't know. I guess it's at the end of each of its turns. So I'm casting an effect on him right now. So at the end of his next turn, he's gonna have to beat that throw again.
Copy.
Yeah, he's gonna have to try to beat that, or he'll take the damage. Right?
Okay.
I don't.
Yes. Yeah. So
Okay. He doesn't take the damage now, but at the end of his next turn, he rolls again, and if he fails, he takes the damage.
copy.
All right, so that's my main action. And then, where am I? Would you consider playing my flutes again as a bonus action?
Okay. Well, because I'm gonna give it to you. You were just playing them in general coming out. Like you didn't really do that as like a spell or anything. So yeah, what are you trying to do?
All right, I'm just going to. How many charges do I have left? I'm going to use the last 3 charges on my Pipes of Ursine summoning and just call in the rest of the bears that I can.
Yeah, give me a roll with advantage if you're using all 3.
Okay. What is it? Performance again?
Yeah.
With advantage. Thank God.
Traverse homeward, brethren.
22.
22? All right. So, yeah, wow. Okay. So, you start playing it. Oh, you cast it 3 times. All right.
And I'm definitely still playing Walk.
Yeah. So, you cast it, and like as everybody, you feel like the ground kind of starting to shake, slightly, kind of like Jurassic Park-esque, and out of like you can kind of like you look over your shoulder, over the hill you guys came out. You just see, you start seeing bears coming. They start coming from in front of you all around. You got a grand total of what was it? 68 bears.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you watch as they like the other goblins over here, they're kind of like trying to figure out what's going on. You watch as all these bears just run through, trample, and just start they're ripping them to shreds. Those goblins are fucking dead. It's literally like you guys, the city is lined all, like if you're looking at the map, there's bears every fucking where. You've summoned the bear horde. All right. At the end of your turn, Kevonian, kind of like what with Nori, you are sent back and you immediately in your head, you see your parents. And you watch as you remember this from your youth. You're watching your younger version of yourself, and you watch this portal open. This large shadowy figure comes out, and you watch as your parents hide you and try to fight it, and you watch as this thing savagely defiles your parents. And then you hear the same voice. You hear you see, and then you see the tiefling figure. He's just like, it's the same kind of thing. He's just like, things could be different. And then you watch as instead of this demon walking out, it's him. And then you watch as he just savages your parents. And he's without breaking eye contact with you, like you as you stand now, not child you, the entire time. And then it cuts to like he re-shows you, and instead of you making it out of there, you get to watch what would happen if you were caught. And he's just showing it's him showing you different timelines and how he's trying to explain to you that like when he finally gets to where he wants, he's going to be able to do this. So why are you resisting him? That's the end of your turn.
Because he doesn't want to be multiversally
We are
raped.
gonna need some group therapy, guys.
Tinzo, your turn.
We all got
Let's get out of this first.
So
Yeah, Kaylin, I was gonna say he looks at you at the end of your turn after you shoot him, and you're in just an empty space and he appears in front of you, and he's like, I can't read you. He's like, I get nothing from you.
Good.
He's like, I don't like, he's explaining, he goes, I know everything about everybody else in your party, but you. He's like, I will figure you out. He's like, I will make you afraid. And then, but you're snapped back. Sorry, back to you, Tinzo.
wait, who is that too? Kaywin?
Kaywin, yeah.
Hold on, let me-
This pretty much just it's like the Psycho Mantis thing from Metal Gear. It's literally just because Kaywin didn't give a backstory.
Ah.
So he has nothing, I have nothing to go on.
All right. Sorry, just writing down some things. So I guess I kind of just walk over to just see that I have him in my line of sight. And just for shits and giggles. Since he's been pointing at me throughout most of the match.
Well, this
then
round.
So I just, with my staff, I point over to him. And then I cast Polymorph.
Okay.
So I guess you'd have to beat a 16, right?
16?
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah, polymorph. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hold on. What's his wisdom
You feel
modifier?
Do you feel that, Mr. I have exorcised the demons.
He just beat it. He rolled a 17. Well, he rolled a 15 plus
You have a
2.
bardic inspiration. You still have bardic inspiration, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
But
but
what
he
does it do? I'm not
no.
attacking.
Bardic, he's not rolling. Bardic is like it's literally Scratloin rolling against his spell DC. He can't use a Bardic Inspiration to add on to his spell DC.
That's stupid.
Now, this would be a good point for you if you had it to make him re-roll that. But I think you used it up already.
Oh, I have 3 other charges, but that's a bonus action. Yeah, the only way I can use it as a reaction is through cutting words. And that's just a... Oh, hold on a second. Whenever creature you can see makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll, you can expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration and just subtract that number. So it would have to be an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll, and it's none of that.
Yeah, it's none of that. It was a saving throw.
All right. Bastard.
I end my turn. That's nothing.
All right. Tinzo, at the end of your turn, you are transported back to in your head to your world. And you know what sent you here, you know what screwed up your timeline. And you're watching as this massive black hole in your system is just spread to the point of completely destroying your home planet, and you're watching your loved ones just get torn down to their base atoms, like down to nothingness, as they're sucked into this black hole. And then, this tiefling man appears before you, and he explains to you, he's like, you'll never save them. This is inevitable. He's like, you could leave now. You could just stop. Or you could ask for help. But if you continue to fight me, you'll never see your loved ones again. Boom. You're snapped back to reality. Brings us to Fat 2. And the Sword of Crom. Kavonian, you're muted.
I was just saying fuck him up. That's all. Nothing important. Fuck him up.
I'll try.
He took my father's sword. Bless it, I think. Oh my god.
Are you, real quick, are you one-handing or two-handing this Sword of Crom?
Yeah. Two-hand. I'm gonna two-hand this bitch.
Okay. Two-handing it. All right. If I take it, you're just gonna roll up and attack.
Oh, you said you had something for me on my turn because I said the prayer.
Oh yeah. Your prayer, no matter wherever you position yourself, I'm gonna give you advantage and a +2 to your attack roll.
Can I rage again?
No, once you're raging,
I'm still rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are always raging.
How far would he be from where I am right now on this map?
Let's check. You are 40 feet away from him. If that, you can get to him in your walking speed. I'll give you that.
All right, so I'm I'm gonna come at him like when Conan came at the when they first rode in and the traps hit them and then he came running at them and you saw that face with the helmet. That's exactly. Thank you, Kevin.
I know the scene.
So yeah, I'm gonna come at him like like real just straight up Arnie style.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna just hack and slash with the Sword of Krom.
All right, give me your first attack roll, man.
I did it with my spear. Another Conan line. I could probably recite that movie from first scene to end scene without the movie playing. In case anybody's impressed by that.
I need the Christian Bale. Good for you.
For next week.
Oh, good.
I rolled a 29.
That definitely hits. Wait, was that a nat 20?
No, it was a 15 plus 9 plus the 2 you given me plus 3 because I'm raging.
You get +3 to attack roll for raging?
It says melee,
Hold on.
damage, which is a sword, isn't it?
Hold on, let me just double check.
Yeah, it says +3 on melee damage. And
Melee that's melee damage. That's just that's
that's on damage.
yeah,
it's
that's
not on the roll.
I rolled a 26.
it's already
Yeah,
So
still really
either way, it hits. You 26 hits. All right, so give me the 1d10 plus 5 for your base damage, and then give me the 2d10 lightning damage.
Classy.
All right, so I rolled a 9 with the D10.
So that's 14 plus 7. That's gonna be 7 slashing damage to start. What in the 2d10 lightning damage he can't have.
You want me to roll the 2d10 for the lightning?
Yes.
All right.
That's automatic on.
She's automatic. So automatic. The way that she moves. The way that she moves. She's automatic. So automatic. The way she moves.
All right, so I rolled a 7 and a 3, which is a 10.
So 10 more damage. You still did. All right, he is fucked up. That's your first attack.
Now I'm going to swing around and come up, the Conan style.
Swing
Okay.
it over your head. Just swing it over your head.
You still have advantage.
So I rolled a 19.
19 just hits. That's his literal AC.
So the first attack, which was the 1d10, you said, right?
It's 1d10 plus 5, yeah.
All right, so that was a 3 plus 5, so that was a 7.
That gets halved to 4. That gets halved to 4.
And the second one was 17 plus 5, so 21. Right,
Wait,
21,
what?
Right? 17
Oh.
plus 5.
No. It's just 2d10, so it's 17.
17, yeah.
22.
All right. So that's your second attack. Do you want to do anything with a bonus? Like punch him in the face?
Yeah, I'm just going to turn around and with everything I have, I'm going to swing and fucking try to knock his ass out.
All right, roll to attack on an unarmed strike.
All right, you hurt my dog, this fuckface.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12 plus 9 is what?
21 hits. All right, so how does it say next for
6.
damage for your 6?
6,
So he's going to take, that gets halved to 3. Because it's just bludgeoning. But that's like a lot of damage. He's fucking hurting. You're watching as like this black blood is just oozing out of all sorts of cuts and puncture wounds in all these parts of his body.
Hey,
He's
hey, watch
just
out, I saw that on the thing.
he's fucked up.
It's the X-Files.
That's gonna bring us to back to Chiron, and he's going just to say fuck it and cast. Hold on, where is it? He's gonna guiding bolt him.
That's what he said.
That hits. Holy shit! This could kill him. 5, 11.
Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do.
No, where's the Final Fantasy noise?
Boo, do, 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 boo, do, 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 do.
All right,
Oh.
that's Chiron's turn. Scratloin is like on one knee, and that brings us to Enophine.
Oh, she could finish this. Do it for Ruckus. Do it for the trees.
First, I want to do the healing potion before I completely lose logic and reason.
Okay, I'll let you do that as a bonus action.
Okay.
That's just me.
And then
All right, so roll however many hit points it says for the potion. You're gonna pour it into Ruckus's snout.
Girl, 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 girl.
yeah. And then do I like
9.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so Ruckus gets 9 hit points back.
All right.
Okay.
So he's at 9.
I see he's at 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna pull out the daggers I have
Copy.
and basically just go to town. Well, he's on one knee, right? So
Yeah, go for it.
If you want to cut that penis off now and add it to your
well, yeah, let me try for that, but then like also kind of aim for his leg too, so just to make him go down.
Oh, it's so good. Make him go
Did
down.
you ever think at the beginning of your relationship, Tone, you'd be saying the phrases, well, if you want to cut that penis off, now's the time.
to add to your collection?
Whatever you
Add to
make.
your collection.
Add it to the collection. That's the plan.
All right, so roll. You got to roll the D20.
Yep. So hold on, I'm gonna move you right next to Fatu here. You're like standing right next to him, right?
Is this a D20?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Roll to attack with your daggers.
Yeah. 11 plus 8. 19.
That just hits. So that's going to be
Yep.
let me see if I remember correctly. The infernal daggers, it's the 1d4 plus 4 plus the 2d6 fire damage. So just roll the d4 and then 2d6.
Plus 4, you said.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 4.
And then
So the 1d4, she rolled 3 plus 4. Now she's going to roll the 2d6.
7.
She got a 5.
5. All right, so that's 7 halved. 3, 8. All right, roll your second attack with the daggers. Roll with advantage too because of your position.
Missionary.
Oh!
She got a 23.
Yeah.
All right, roll for damage one more time.
what did he say?
6.
2 plus 4, 6.
And then 7.
7 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay. You have severed everything in Scratloin's neck. Blood is pouring from his throat. You're watching him take his death gasps. He's dying. With his last gasp, Fatu, we're gonna roll here, you and me. Straight D20s.
I know.
No bonuses. What'd you roll?
17.
19. Scratloin
Magnet.
Scratloin lashes out, grabs you, and pulls you like right to his face. And you're watching as blood is pouring out of his eyes, his mouth. He's been savagely damaged. And he just kind of, it's almost a whisper. He goes, something to remember me by. And he runs you through with his sword.
I'm imagining that anime thing where like the whole screen goes black behind you, and then there's that just slash across the screen.
Ching! I'm trying to look for it. Hang on.
You're gonna take.
We were like,
You're gonna take another. You're gonna take 20 points of necrotic damage.
God damn.
But he like runs you through. He lets go of it, and you feel like it's in there. And then he just like he kind of cackles, and you watch as his entire form just kind of collapses upon itself. Remember that scene? Remember that Treehouse of Horror where they're staying at the house, and the house is like gets to choose either between destroying itself and what? Destroying itself or living with the Simpsons.
yeah, sorry,
And
I
then
forgot I had the voice changer thing still on.
It just kind of collapses upon itself and then disappears. That's what Scratloin does. Into a shadowy, just he's gone. And you've got a 10-foot long, 50-pound slab of fucking iron sticking out of you.
What do we do? Do we
He's-
leave it in the boat?
He's dead though.
Scratloin is dead. Bum, 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 bum.
I stand up.
I'm being held up by a kickstand right now. The sword. The sword. I'm just like this. And you're worried about winning? You're worried about killing this guy?
I mean, how much damage did he take?
Who, Fatu?
Yeah, for that.
Another 20 something you said, right?
20 to start.
Oh, okay.
Fatu, as you're standing there with this hanging out of you, you and Enafine, you both, you get the same kind of images in your head. Fatu, you're taken back to you're walking this village, and you recognize the village. You see, this dwarven man and this dwarven woman, and you recognize them as your parents, and you're like, oh, and you know what day this is, and you watch as this group of tieflings comes up, and they string your dad up after horribly, fucking him up. They string him up, they hang him, they fucking do horrible things to your mother, and you're met by the same voice and the same the same physical manifestation of this tiefling man. He looks at you, and he points down to your midsection where the sword got ran through you, and he's just like you look like you're having a bad day. He's like, he's like, and you're standing there, you're bleeding out in your own head. points to your father. He goes, "That looks rough." He goes, "What was it like finding him?" And he sees you turn, you see your mother. He goes, "Whew, rough day for little Fatu, huh?" He's like, "How about this?" And you're like, all of a sudden, you rewatch everything happen, but you're there, and you watch as you are forced to watch everything happen to your parents, and then you're savagely murdered. All sorts, the same kind of thing everybody else went through. And he's just explaining to you. He goes, "Maybe I don't have to worry about this with you." He goes, "You look like you're done for yourself." He goes, "But," he's like, "things could be a lot different." And then you snap back into like the feeling of pain as you're trying to figure out how to get this sword out of you. Inathene, you're kind of snap back to your childhood home. You're alone. There's nobody there. There's no bodies, there's nothing. You are all alone, and you hear that voice and this form appear, and he's like, I can tell that you're trying to create bonds with these people. He's like, "There's nobody here for you. There's no one waiting." He's like, "Turn back." He goes, "Or I will destroy everything that you hope to love." He says to you, he goes, he's like, "It might not look," he's like, "it might not look it, but you have more to lose here than everybody else." He's like, "Turn back," and then poof, you're left back in this field, and your home. You're alone. The light goes dim. There's nothing but darkness. And then, boom, you snap back to reality. And then you're watching now as Fatu he falls to the ground. Oh God, I'm coming, baby. It's the big one.
I spit out a giant wad of blood and I go, "You all right, mate?"
Do we leave it in or pull it out? Do we leave it in or pull it out?
I also yell out, is it over? We won, right? Goblin
We are the
Army
winners.
belong to us now.
Fatu, you take another 6
You all
points in
saw
necrotic
it.
damage.
All right, we got to get this sword out of Fatu. Chiron, what can you do?
He's
I'm
like,
your leader. Bow
he goes,
before me.
I can heal. He's like, I can try to heal him, but it seems like it's just spreading.
Tinjo, do you have anything?
Can I just try to pull it out?
Yeah, give me a strength check at disadvantage.
Come on.
Fatu can
You're-
take it.
This is a giant sword, Nori. This is a giant sword.
She rolled a 21.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
All right, you are able to pull it out, and in doing so, Fatu, you take another 10 points of damage.
Sorry about that.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
I have a healing potion as well. I'm going to give to him.
Okay.
What is it? It's 2d4 plus 2. Do I roll that or he roll that?
You roll that. You're the one doing it.
As we've now succeeded, I'm now surveying over what I have in my command now. What's left of this vast goblin army?
Aren't there only like
Nothing.
2 of them because of the bears?
Yeah, no, the bear horde wiped them all out.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Please
sorry
give
about
us
that.
just one salt goblin.
I gave him 6, by the way.
This is
6.
big.
Tony, give yourself 6 HP.
Said all you within the sound of my voice are now within my property.
As soon as you get that 6 HP, you take 7 damage. Necrotic.
Uh-oh. Somebody needs to do something. What can Chiron do?
as you guys are looking at it, you're watching as this necrotic wound is just spreading. It's not healing or closing.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be all right?
Medicine checks.
Medicine
I
check by
slowly begin to
hold
realize
on.
what's going on. Is he gonna be all right?
That's a 21. Chiron, he knows. He goes. He's like fuck. He tries to cast. He casts lesser restoration on Fatu, and it somewhat subdues the effect. So right now, instead of me rolling for damage, you're just gonna be slowly taking 1 damage. Chiron looks at you. He goes, "This wound is." He's like, "This wound is a little far outside of my abilities." He kind of looks around. And he goes, "Medic,
Is that good or bad?
not good."
I run up on to Fatu, and then I reach into my bag, and then I take out potion of necrotic resistance. He'll be able to read resistance for an hour. We have an hour to save his life.
Set the timer. We've got
Dun,
60
dun,
minutes.
dun, 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 dun. All right, so
I think of the 24 clock.
Can I use cure wounds on him? Will that work?
let me see.
Hang on, because I have I could do a little.
He
heal
can he can get his hit points regenerated. That's
Well,
that's not a problem.
but it's just gonna.
But it's just
as long as he has the hip, the thing, he's gonna bleed out.
yeah.
He has an hour to somehow get rid of this shit.
Can I cast detect magic on him?
Everybody, Chiron casts another mass cure wounds. Everybody gets 22 hit points.
Oh, yay.
Oh well, that's lovely.
And what'd you say, Kivonian?
Kevonian. I want to. I want to detect magic. Cast detect magic on him.
Okay.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic this way, your action can see the faint aura around anything. Blah 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 blah. And it basically it can tell me what school of magic it is. I just want to know what the hell it is.
It's what is it? Not invocation. It's enchantment. The sword was enchanted with this necrotic presence, like magic, and it's just like not a ward. What's the term I'm looking for? It's like a necrotic poison charm,
Okay.
kind of, or curse. That's it, curse.
Oh, it's a curse.
So like Chiron uses the mass cure wounds after using the restoration. He's like, we got to find somebody who knows a more advanced form of restoration. He goes, this is right just outside of my purview to heal him. He's like, Fatu, I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix you.
I cast cure wounds as well and give him an extra 7.
All right. Yeah, you guys are out of combat. The bears are now slowly eating the goblin meat.
I yell, "Thanks, guys! You were great. You played a pivotal role in this battle." They growl.
You can see as you guys are kind of looking around, you can tell that the entire town isn't on fire, but like nobody has stepped out of any buildings to show any signs of life.
Is there a doctor nearby?
Just leave me here.
No.
Doctor! Doctor!
No. Stop with the arms. Oh.
Yeah. Somebody give me a perception or investigation check.
I shall do it. Perception.
I have a +6.
18.
18. You
20,
notice
23, but yeah, 18's
Oh,
good, I guess.
23? 23? Oh, fuck me because I didn't know you were rolling, but cool.
But you said somebody. So.
As you guys are kind of like Tinzo, you and Kavonian are kind of finding yourself looking around the main street you're on, looking for any signs of life. Kavonian's just like, can anybody help us? Please! Tinzo, you notice in like down this bit, like it's not all fire. You notice a building probably like 50 feet away. It's not on fire. And the second floor, you see somebody peek out of the curtain, and they're looking in your direction.
Do I notice this?
So
Are you looking?
I mean, I'm
So
kind of.
then
I
I-
am just kind of like observing.
I
general
tell
area.
the group.
You would catch a sign of movement. You wouldn't see everything Tinzo saw.
So then I'm telling the group there. Look at the window. Someone's peeking.
Well, look, my mate almost just died trying to save you people. If you could just help us.
Cavonian yells, "Your house is on fire!"
Chiron scoops up Fatu. He's just like, "Oh, gotta save you." He's like, he looks back at Tinzo. He goes, "Where?"
I point at.
I look up,
Point
I
over.
look at Chiron, and I say, "Thank you, my white-haired angel."
What?
Since Fatu is close to death, is Chiron like glowing like an angel to him right now, like in Lord of the Rings?
Yes. Chiron is emitting a large quantity of radiant energy. He's kind of like illuminated to you, especially to you, Fatu. Like he is
We should probably
trying
also
to.
like do something with Ruckus too, maybe.
Ruckus got 22 points, another 22 points of HP.
Oh,
okay.
When Chiron healed everybody.
Okay.
So Chiron's like trying to imbue this radiant energy in you to heal you, and he's just like, oh god, I can't lose somebody. And he runs up to this building that Tinzo points at, and he just Kool-Aid Man's through the front door. And he's like, hello. And you just hear a voice from upstairs like, are they gone? Jesus Christ, lady, I got a friend dying here. Is there a shaman or a medic or somebody that can heal my friend?
Perhaps a
She goes-
priest.
Do you have a good dry cleaners?
She hears Kayra and she goes, well, they crucified the priests. That castle was the church.
Shit.
She goes, there is a medic. He's a bit north of here. I don't know if they killed him.
How far?
Could you go help us?
Chiron's just like, where? How can I tell it's his building?
Could you get him and come back here?
She explains that there's like, that emblem with the two snakes that you see on like EMTs and shit.
Uh-huh.
It's very similar to that. It's like a wooden,
It's
a
the s-
carved wooden.
It's the staff of Hippocrates, but okay, yes.
That's why I said similar.
The Ouroboros.
Yeah. It's
No,
a carved wooden like.
That's the serpent devouring itself. Is the
I'm
Ouroboros.
a bitch.
What is this bitch doing?
The staff of
She-
Hippocrates is like it had like two snakes intertwined.
So she explains that it should be swinging above his doorway.
Pendulum.
So Chiron immediately turns right back around. His head runs back down the stairs. I'm gonna save you. And he just heads up in the direction she aimed. She pointed in. Chiron's running with you for like 5 minutes or so, finds what he believes is the building. It matches her description. Ew. He goes to Kool-Aid Man through that door, and as he hits it, he just, oh god, he just falls. He falls on the ground. You're like laying on top of him. He's like, oh god.
Cavonian followed him behind
Oh,
him,
no.
and he goes,
Yeah.
"Why didn't you put him on the horse?" It would have been
Come
fun.
on, put him on the elephant with me.
I think I broke my finger.
Oh my god.
Chiron's just severely out of breath. He's like, Sam, faster, run. Oh god, I need water.
I have a question. Could I use the blades I have to like cauterize the wound somehow? Maybe.
You are more than welcome to try.
Don't
Yeah,
do
but we
it.
might just be sealing the poison inside of him. If it's some sort of like poison, not
It's
like
suck up
poison,
the
poison,
poison.
not like poison,
taste
like
like
a chemical poison, but like
Curse.
Can I burn the curse out of you with love?
But this is for the sake of story, right? Because technically, necrotic damage wouldn't kill him.
Technically, it would definitely kill him.
No, not in D&D.
If I die,
we don't have our legal counsel on.
Our lawyer fell asleep.
That's what I'm saying. I thought
No.
it was for the sake of story. Cause
I'll never forgive you.
Oh
Mate, you're not dying yet.
I wouldn't do it.
my no.
Just let me bleed, man.
No.
Just let me die. Let me die.
No. Stop.
Stan!
No.
Stan!
If he dies, who gets the sword?
Necrotic damage definitely can kill you. It's the antithesis of radiant damage. It's like matter, antimatter. Necrotic damage would be the closest thing I would say to like what Darkseid would do in damage
Could we
if
just,
he was
like,
a character in
Could
D&D.
we just cut the afflicted area out of him? Like
He was stabbed in the chest.
He was run through his midsection.
mm,
He has organs.
Yeah. Let him just be legs and shoulders.
I am not a master of dwarven physiology and biology, but I'm pretty certain he's got an intestinal tract,
All
stomach, lungs. And considering how short Fatu is and how big the sword is, it probably went from like the top of his dick to like mid chest. The sword, how big the sword was. He's got a gaping wound.
with necrotic damage.
So you guys are at the doctor, what you believe to be the town medic.
Hmm.
Do you knock?
Yeah, Cavonian knocks on the door. Well, didn't he just run into the door? Like, that's kind of a knock.
Yeah.
Somebody, if that was my house, I'd go, "What the fuck was that?"
So you kind of see like the curtain on the door. What do you want?
Our friend needs assistance, and they said that you're a medic from the town.
I scream and I say, "Open the effing door. We need someone's help."
I have a hole
Ah!
where my stomach should be.
You know, there's no goblins with you, is there?
They are all dead.
Oh, why didn't you lead with that? The door opened. He sees the giant gaping wound in Fatu. He goes, "Oh, by the gods, get him on the table." Chiron, like he full Bill Carr just nips up, holding Fatu. He's like, "Let's go."
Let's light this candle.
Let's light this candle. Runs in, drops Fatu on the fucking the guy's like operating table. And the doctor looks at him. He's like, "Oh, what'd you try to do?" And Chiron's like, I tried healing him. I tried removing removing whatever this curse is or whatever's going on. I
gave
just
him a
don't. Yeah, there's been potions. He points at Tinzo. He goes, he gave him a potion to resist the necrotic damage. That's the only reason he's probably still alive. If I'm being honest, he's like, I ran out of ideas. I couldn't do anything else. And the guy's looking at you, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's gonna take. That's a hell of a spell." He goes, "Hold on, let me make sure I got the stuff I need." He starts looking through his shelves. Fatu, you're just
We are in a terrible rush.
yeah. You're like you cough up some blood, and at the same time, like some stomach bile and fucking more blood shoots out of the you're like, and then it's like geysering out of you when you cough.
You don't rush.
Everybody's like, "Oh my god, dwarves are fucking disgusting." And the doctor's like, "Oh, hold your horses, hold your horses." Oh, where is that? Don't tell me I'm out. This would be awful timing.
Oh, please don't make us
This
do
would be
this.
awful timing.
Please don't
And
make
he's
us-
just he like fixes his monocle. Aha! He turns around. He starts mortar and pestling all this shit together. This
Oh.
solve.
gather the ingredients to my potion.
Yeah, and he's just he makes like a solve, like a paste, and then he turns and he's fucking
Cool
like,
sound.
oh, I thought I was gonna die, and now I'm making a potion for fucking dwarf.
A fucking dwarf that just saved your town.
Yeah, what do I know? He starts pouring the potion down your throat as he turns and he smears the salve on the wound.
Good acting.
he hold on. He goes full Mr. Miyagi. So yeah, he's just bop. He starts doing that, and and you watch as like that black necrotic aura, it just slowly just kind of vanishes. You watch as more color kind of re-enters Fatu's face. The wound is slowly healing. Fatu is like the potion also knocks him out cold. Fatu is out cold. He needs to sleep and heal this gaping fucking wound in his chest. The doctor looks back. He goes, "Normally I charge for this, but considering you apparently saved the town, I mean, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go upstairs and change my pants. It's been a rough day." He goes, "Have a seat. I got some bread in the kitchen, some foods if you're hungry. Make yourselves comfortable. My house is yours." And he goes upstairs and he's like, "Oh, fucking goblins." That's the last thing. He disappears upstairs. Chiron sits down. He's like, "Can I ask you guys a question while we're sitting here waiting for Fatu? Did any of you guys get a mental image in your heads while we were fighting that thing with that demon tiefling guy explaining how our lives could be different? I would say probably the worst moment of your life you were forced to relive."
Yes.
No.
Right? No. All right.
Yes.
He points at Kay when he goes, "That's weird." He goes, I saw some shit. He goes, and I just kept hearing that,
Yes. The one
We-
not having hallucinations is weird. Yes.
yeah. He's like, he just kept telling me that, he knows us more than we know ourselves. He's like, I realized I don't fucking know any of you people. He's like, I don't know shit about you guys, and I've been to 4 different worlds with you. He's like, I don't know what you've got to lose. I don't know what, where you guys come from, what's going on, why you're doing this. He goes, but if this is what we're up against, like, I kind of feel like we need to have a better understanding of each other, because this is fucked.
It's gotta be Hastert, because he's growing desperate with how much we keep foiling his stupid plans.
Cavonian stands up and walks out of the room, walks out of the house, jumps on his horse, and rides back into town as fast as he can. Retrieves his bag of holding that was left on the ground. Rides directly back to the house, comes inside, puts the bag of holding down, and I pull out my barrel of lotus weed. And I start rolling up joints, and I say, Chiron, thank you for pausing until I got back. I don't like to talk about my past, but I think you have a point.
He looks at everybody. He goes, am I the only one that saw, like, it was a cat woman and another Aasimar, kind of like myself, but donned in very heavy armor. Like, I don't know their name. I don't quite know their names. I just kept hearing Bukosis. Like, do you guys know who that is?
What?
No idea.
Do you know the name? Does the word buttons make sense to you?
Oh my god.
No, I forgot about them, guys.
Oh my god.
No idea.
They were our original traveling companions before you joined us.
Was that the cat woman?
Yes. They were pulled into a void right before we were.
Oh yeah.
Not right before, but before.
You have. He's like, you haven't seen
no.
him since.
Oh.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're not having a good time. He goes, after he showed me my worst day, he told me that he had such wonderful things to show me. And then I watched as those two were just being tormented in some what seemed to be a different dimension. He's like, it was some 9 hells looking shit.
Right.
Oh, we only knew them for about 5 minutes, and they didn't contribute too much anyway.
I mean, I'm just trying to, like, I don't know these people. He goes, they're being, and I'm watching them get tortured. So you can understand.
Tells how you really feel.
Yeah, he looks at Kavoni. He goes, you can understand why I'm a little fucked. That's got me a little fucked up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I walk up to Chiron, and then I put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm like, "Bud, what's your bad day?"
What's my bad day? And are you trying to read his thoughts and like see it for yourself?
No, I'm asking him instead of intruding on his thoughts.
Turn it around.
He explains to you that on where he came from, there's been a long-standing like civil war and like brother fighting brother type shit, and he had to watch as his wife and kids were like torn limb from limb by like battle animals. He's like, you ever watched what a giant cat can do to a child? He's going full like Vietnam vet, like, I've seen some things, Tinzo.
1,000-yard stare.
I wouldn't recommend it. And he's just like, he explains it. He goes, I got to relive watching my wife and children be just torn to shreds.
So as he says that to me, I just pat him a few times on the shoulder, and a tear rolls down my face. And I turn around and walk away.
Nice. Yeah, Chiron just kind of sits back in the chair. He goes, "What the?" He's like, "What the fuck is this? What is this Haster guy? Like, what are we up against?"
Dantes.
Can we like go now? Is he okay to travel?
He's knocked out.
We're here for the night, my friend.
Yeah, Chiron points like he looks at Fatu, who's been laying there for 5 minutes.
We're all
He goes,
covered in blood.
He goes, that I can still see the table through his chest.
I'm just...
We're here for the night, my friend. Here,
I'm gonna go.
and I pass you a lotus joint.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Chiron gives you one of these. He goes, listen, just because you apparently don't have anything to relive that's traumatizing doesn't mean we all didn't just have a fucked up moment
Oh,
happen.
yeah,
All right.
I have plenty to relive that's traumatizing.
You my dad.
I've just learned how to not let things, affect me. It's in the past. Man.
Have you ever
He
seen
goes-
your father raped to death by a 7-foot-tall shadow demon?
I used to think rape was funny. Not that you get raped.
You've been raped.
No.
Yeah.
That's what hell is like. Just constantly being raped by dogs.
Constantly being raped by shadow demons.
Tonight, you.
I'm just a dog.
I look over to Kaywin and then I try to detect thoughts.
Like, when he mentions like that he's had traumatizing things.
Yes.
Okay. Kaywin, hold on. Oh, what is your Kaywin? Give me I would say a wisdom save.
Okay.
He's trying to beat your spell save there.
Eat your meat.
Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay, good.
'Cause I
Because
think-
that was a terrible roll.
Well, we're still gonna use it. If let me just double check the detect thoughts.
I just looked over and I'm just curious. I'm curious about what's going on with Kaywin. So I just had to do it.
We're gonna improv your backstory right here,
No,
right
I
now.
had the whole thing. I just I wasn't smoking a lot when we first started playing, so I had no creative energy, and it was literally right in the middle of finding out my dad
Okay.
had cancer. So
So
kind of wasn't.
all right, here's how it works. So Tinzo does that, as you mentioned, traumatizing things in your past. So now he's reading the surface level of your thoughts. So if you want whatever you're thinking of when you think of your traumatizing past, you can just tell him you can just show him a very generic basic
Well,
oh,
I grew up
like-
aristocratic, so I can imagine my parents were pretty distant and just kind of left me to my own devices.
Now Tinzo, if he wants to go deeper, because right now you don't know he's in your head, but if he goes deeper, you will.
And
But
everybody,
if he goes,
everybody leaving me. That's
Tinzo, do you go
So-
deeper?
and it's just you see the constant thing: somebody leaving me, another person leaving me, and another person leaving me, and then another person leaving me.
So
Okay.
alone.
And that
So then-
that continues for as long as you want it to.
So then I go deeper with the question of why are they?
What's wrong with you piece of shit?
Well, I'm an elf, so the first couple of I just
Oh,
beat
right.
the shit
At
out
some
of
point,
myself,
when
so
you
I-
blame yourself,
All right. So, if that's what Tinzo sees, like you have the fear of of being like you have abandonment issues,
It's
and everybody that you've ever cared for has left you, that kind of shit. As Tinzo comes back out of your mind, you know he was in there.
and I'm just giving him the look, like
Chiron's just watching this. He goes, "Well, what the fuck just happened?"
I'm just hitting my Lotus Weed, watching this go down.
I said, look, it was only that one time, and she told me she was above age.
Huh.
I checked her ID and it checked out.
Because I have my hoodie and everything on as a wizard, I just kind of do the whole Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I just start doing this.
All right. We're going to like Kev said, we're gonna you guys are gonna stay the night here in the situation.
I mean, I want to explore my domain, because if he, like, by right of conquest,
You didn't beat him by yourself, though.
I made the challenge. It's
Also, the rest of the
I'm
the-
claiming victory. I don't care.
You don't.
Hasn't everything burned? By the way?
Whatever.
No.
This is what winning looks like.
I picture you
This is
going
mine
like,
now.
I picture you going like, I'm gonna go look at all my stuff, and you walk outside. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
what I'm going to go explore my stuff.
This thing just crumbles under the.
Yeah, I'm surveying. Look, the
We hear
goblins came in and
screaming
took
down the road.
this.
We hear a
came
lady
in-
screaming. We hear a lady screaming down the road as he bursts into somebody's house. This is mine now.
Yeah.
Or
What
I'm
are you
just-
doing in my home?
No, I'm just looking. Is there like some sort of palace or administrative building nearby? Maybe.
There's the main was like that church / castle
Mhm.
where you first saw Scrat sitting on the throne of body parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Is that still okay? I'm gonna observe that structure. Does that structure look like structurally sound? Does what's like
Yeah,
investigation roll?
it's you can give me an investigation roll.
Okay.
On the surface it looks good based on the
13.
engineering. 13. Everything looks good. You can tell it's a well built, well engineered building, potentially dwarven made. It's while there's some holes in the side and the rock.
Is it still on fire?
No, by now the fire there's nothing stoking the flames. All the goblins are dead. The people are slowly, it's been a couple hours. The people are slowly coming out of their homes and putting out fires, the remaining fires.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for like any sort of where it's like a clearly defined regional seat of power. And I'm going to sit in it because by right of conquest.
This is technically the first good thing we've done in this world, haven't we? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, kind of in Conan's world too, but
We did. We have liberated at least 2 small areas. One through revolutionary means, and one through just we like straight up came in there and.
Well, I mean, in this world, like since we've come to this world, like we put shit in a kid's face. Like
Yeah,
we've
but
done more.
Here's the thing.
I
At
wouldn't say I
minimum,
wouldn't use the word we. We was not the word.
at
Well,
minimum,
You fed a kid shit and then you burned down a guy's tavern.
At minimum,
Yeah.
at minimum, I've just made myself a duke of this. Where are we? Daggerford.
Daggerford.
Yeah. Okay. I've just made myself the Duke of Daggerford.
Yeah.
By right of
Uh,
conquest.
Daggerford,
I have a request.
you're unconscious.
When I wake up, I like to wake up like Raphael from Ninja Turtles 1. When I say, "What's a guy gotta do to get some food around here?" You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I was gonna say we all go in like Lord of the Rings,
Oh yeah.
and then I just stand in the back and just go.
and then Kaywin flat out bricks in Fatu's mouth.
Well, no, because if you look in that scene, Legolas just like, yep, I'm there. Because Legolas and Frodo have like
I picture
They have no dialogue.
minimal interaction with each other.
All right, so
Frodo was just a guy Legolas knew for a couple of months.
Kaywin, you're kind of bopping around the town. You come across what one would construe as like a regal robe that's attached to a headless body on the ground on a side street. In doing so,
Can I pick up the robe and just like carry it, just put it over my back?
of course you can. You can put it on.
I'm not going to put it on. It probably has some sort of corporeal remains on it, but I'm going to carry it around. It looks official, looking, right?
Corporeal.
Yeah, like some sort of like sinew or like,
Meat.
meat.
Juices.
What would I have to roll to see if there's anything for wizards in this town?
I'm basically
What do you-
claiming this area.
What are you looking for, Tinso?
No, I'm just. What do I have to roll to see if there's anything for wizards in this town? Like, if there's a shop, if there's people who know wizards, if there is a wizard. I don't know.
Well, you would have to. I mean, you could ask the medic if there's anything for wizards. And that would like if you just do an insight check to see if he's telling you the truth. If you wanted to go outside and look around, it would just be like an investigation or perception check.
Sure, I'll do that.
Which one?
Investigation's fine, I guess.
All right.
What is? Oh, that's a 30-20.
A dirty 20. You come across as you've left the medic's house. You're kind of wandering through the town. You come across a not severely damaged building, but like it's gonna take some time to get it back up to shape. It says there's a sign half hanging off of its like brace, says Mages Guild. And as you approach it, you can see there's a handful of robed individuals, kind of they're sweeping out the from the front door. You watch as like one guy is kind of just magically moving blocks and stone back into place, slowly rebuilding the side of the building that took damage.
Technically, if I wanted, I could call myself king.
So, I guess I start to approach it. But I don't know. Were you about to end it for the night? I wasn't sure. It seemed like you were kind of heading that way.
I was because I know like Anaphine's getting tired and Laura's already gone.
We're just role playing at this point. Like
we're just role playing, fucking around now.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that
the
for
ruins of this like burnt out castle.
Like if there's something you want to role play and figure out, I have I'll definitely do that. But once we run out of like things to try to figure out or do, it's just gonna be kind of staying the night, letting Fatu heal, and then we'll come back.
Looking for a bedroom, and then I like yell to everybody, "Hey, everybody! There's plenty of room in here." Like, are there rooms for us to live?
Yeah, because I guess we could pick up on that next time. But I'm gonna head over to the Mages Guild and
So as you approach them, and you like the one outside who's currently moving stone. He looks over at you. He goes, how goes it, friend?
I just look at him like, what, need some help? And I guess I kind of start doing the same thing, just helping him, with my own magic, my own abilities, and start putting things back.
He goes, oh, you know how to move stone with magic? or are you just
Yeah.
waving your hand? Or are you just waving your hand around like an asshole?
I do have the ability, so but I mean, yeah.
It's not common. People can do this. I just want to make sure you're not mocking me. It's been a rough day.
No. I was actually gonna see what you have available to mages, wizards, anything like that.
Well, what are you looking for? Fucking a big stone back on the side. All right. What are you looking
you have
for?
anything that would help a lonely wizard like me to get some more armor?
I thought that was going a different
Armor. He goes, armor? He goes, I mean, we don't have any advanced like spell knowledge that would really. He goes, everybody's kind of has the same like simple magical armor knowledge here. He goes, I mean, if you get yourself up to Neverwinter, there's, their guild, they've got some, I know they've got a good magical armorer who could probably fit you with a nice piece. If you got the coin, he goes, and you could probably find at the same time, if you're looking for more advanced magic, you're like that guild up there is definitely more advanced than us. We're a small unit.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's where my crew and I will be heading towards next. And then I reach into my pocket and I give them a platinum. Like, hopefully this helps you guys get back to your where you were.
Do I like
He
the
goes,
title
oh man,
Lord better?
I appreciate it.
Lord.
He goes, if if you come back through, we'll be back up and running. If you need potions, you need any kind of simple things, simple help. He goes, feel free to stop by. He, like the word gets around what what you got. What I'm assuming you're part of the group that kind of took care of those guys. So word gets around quick. We'll help you in the best way we can.
Sounds good. So I just head back to the group then.
All right. Enafine, are you just sobbing over Fatu's body? Not my baby. No. Oh no.
If I could paint the picture, she's sitting at the doorway like Leonardo, with the arms at the side,
painting.
me to wake up, and I'm laying on my side in the bed while I heal.
Yeah.
All right. Enafine, give me a Constitution save.
Slip through.
15.
Yeah.
15. All right. As you're sitting there, worried sick over Fatu, Ruckus kind of hobbles up next to you because he's still fucked up. And you're overcome with a sudden urge, like your nerves are shot. You're overcome with a sudden urge to vomit, but you don't. You hold it in.
That's the worst.
Like, yeah, you're just like, oh god, my nerves. Oh god, I almost lost them both. Oh god. Kevonian, are you doing anything? Or are you just smoking?
I'm getting rip shit stoned.
Constitution
really fucked me up.
Constitution save.
Constitution save. Which one is that? That's that one. All right. All right. 15.
15. All right. You're not completely obliterated yet. Kaywin, as you are now walking the streets of Daggerford with this regal robe, cape robe on, the people are like, oh, the Duke is dead.
No.
Long live the new Duke.
Thank you. Good people of Daggerford. It has been a long day, but we will persevere together Or at least you will.
This like disheveled, one-eyed, like Igor looking guy kind of hobbles up to you. He goes, "Hey, my lord, you'll protect us from the next wave of goblins. You will ye?"
I don't think that's going to be a problem, but yes, I am here to protect you for now.
Today.
Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, my lord. Oh,
Steers
oh,
you strong.
all hail the Lord. He kind of what?
No, I like that
what's
title.
gonna-
Lord Kaywin. Lord Kaywin.
All hail Lord Kaywin.
Lord Kaywin and my cohort you shall treat. Not quite as good as me, but, better than yourself.
Okay. So Kaywin is reveling in his new dukedom.
Yes.
Tinzo is wandering back from
Is anybody else?
from-
Is anybody else of royal blood here? No, I by right of conquest and royal blood, I claim this.
Fatu, give me a Constitution save real quick.
Lucky I associate with you, common folk.
17.
All right. So it's been a few hours since the medic in town, pretty much saved your life. You've been laying there healing. You as you're laying there, you've been unconscious the entire time. You've been dreaming of home, Ruckus, your lady,
Having metal claws.
Oh
having, having metal claws,
And yellow
six-
spandex.
Yeah, being 6'5". Suddenly you regain consciousness. Even for it feels brief. Your eyes slowly open. You can tell it's starting to get it's getting later in the day. The sun's going down. It's getting real low. And like you said, you kind of you turn your head slightly and you see you look at over in the side of the room. His Inafine just sitting in a chair like Leonardo. And Ruckus is laying on the floor in between you and her.
Tony, you gotta show her that picture,
And in the other corner, as you kind of like pan your head back over to the other side, is just Kevonian just chain smoking the lotus weed. Kevonian, give me another Constitution save at disadvantage.
Gladly.
You've been smoking for hours.
Disadvantage. 10.
All right, you are getting you're fucked up. It's been hours. You are fucked up. I need you to give me a wisdom save now.
Just regular, no advantage, disadvantage.
Nope, straight wisdom save.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So now, as Tinzo comes back from the Mages Guild, he opens the door and he walks in. But as he walks in, you are so stoned, you perceive it as the portal opening, and that demon and that shadowy demon coming through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the initial moment of seeing what is Tinzo coming in, you have a sudden moment of panic. Because in that split second, you're like, "Oh my God, he's here," and then you realize after that split second, you go, "No, I'm just stoned." Like that can't be him. I am just high.
I look at him and go, "Oh shit, man! I almost killed you."
I just pat him on the shoulder, like, "Hey, go over there. Go over there. Just go over there."
Chiron's just spread out on the one couch in the room, just taking the whole thing up. Kaywin, are you after the people have led you to your, not like a castle, but like your small mansion within the town,
Oh yes.
which is now your new home. Are you like it's yours? Are you gonna stay there for the night, or are you coming back to the medic's office?
I'm going to stay there for the night. There's nothing. What am I going to do? Sit around his body and cry? No. I fully intend on taking advantage of this situation to its utmost.
Devonian calls for the medic.
I will advise whoever is around me to make sure that my friend has the finest medical care possible round the clock, and all my friends are taken care of, or all my cohorts. I wouldn't say use the F word just yet.
Devonian asks the medic, "Do you have anything I can use to wash my clothing?"
He goes, that fine white suit of yours.
It's lost a bit of its sheen today.
He's like, I got some water out back in the well, and I got a board you can scrub it on, but that's about it.
Is it lined with velvet?
Velvet? What kind of man do you think I am, son?
It'll do. It'll do. And before I go to sleep, I spend time cleaning my white uniform, because it must always.
All right. Fatu, are you gonna try to do anything like with your momentary consciousness?
You're not that good yet.
Nah, I'm just gonna wake up, look around, and just I'm probably in mad pain still.
Yeah.
I got a hole in me, so I just go, babe, looking good.
Oh my god!
I walk up to the doctor and I ask him, how often does Lord Braun show his face in this town?
He goes, oh, Lord Braun?
That's a good answer.
Oh, boy.
Good question.
I haven't seen that fella in, golly, has to be a couple years now. He really doesn't come up this far unless there's a real good reason.
Yes.
Is he the alleged lord, or is like?
Oh, no. He just runs his area in the south.
Okay.
He's a very good military mind. He's one of the main generals in the king's army. He's very well respected for his abilities in strategizing for war. Why do you ask?
Just curious. And I just kind of walk away and shake my head.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
No reason.
But yeah, and Afine's asleep. Nori's just kind of sitting, in the corner watching everything because she's weird. Chiron's assed out. Yeah. With that, I'll say call it a night. We'll take a long rest, and we'll come back and figure out what we're gonna do. We have a new Lord of Daggerford. Tony's gonna be scarred for life. Kavonian might smoke himself into a coma. You got a lot going on right now.
I'm totally about to like Gondor this shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be your lord forever, but until I do this, come back and do this, I'm gonna.
Are you just gonna? Are you just gonna sit in your throne room and panickingly eat tomatoes?
No. I'm going to install a proper socialist government and make sure the town is self-sufficiently run, and then peace out.
Oh, you're not gonna make a midget sing for you while you eat tomatoes and random fruit?
No, I am a benevolent lord.
Gotta make Daggerford great again.
Ish.
All right.
I want to be celebrated. I will probably have statues commissioned of all of us that will litter the square of the heroic battle that defeated the goblin horde.
The Black Tooth.
The Black Tooth.
Did anybody search all his body?
His body
never
like
mind.
disappeared into nothing.
Disappeared. Yeah.
So we don't actually technically know that he's dead. He's just gone from this plane of existence.
I mean, he bled a lot.
Yes, but we don't have his actual body.
That's a good idea.
So that's
Thank you. That's a good idea.
not a problem. Not a problem.
Good job, Brandon.
I got the tism. I can't help it.
Good job, Boner. All right. So, what's the plan for next week?
Lewis can't make it Friday. I'm gonna double check with guys that I'm trying to swap with, see if instead of Friday, if they can work for me on Sunday. Next Sunday.
Okay.
That way, unless anybody else has a problem, we still have a chance to play.
Yeah, her birthday literally falls on Friday.
Oh, dude, yeah, I get. I wouldn't expect you to, dip on your wife for TNT. Sorry, babe. I gotta go with both guys.
Gotta play.
We got a new Duke.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta see how Kaywin runs a small medieval village.
Yeah.
In a fake universe.
No, I'm gonna basically spend the whole night like basically writing some form of like the Declaration of Independence and like.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Yeah, no, I have to go. My home planet needs me. By the way,
Are you going to be like?
Kaywin died on the way back to his home planet.
Are you going to be like Duke Silver from Parks and Rec, or are you going to be like the Duke from Escape from New York?
I'm going to be more. I'm going to be a benevolent-ish ruler. Like I said, efficiency. Make sure the provinces run efficiently. The people are well represented. But we will be probably getting all statues built to us on the public dime. Maybe a stadium built in my name.
Right?
Coliseum.
Coliseum. I'm gonna put this all in the motion, and then I'm gonna just peace out. See you later. So however long we're here, the next 2-3 days, it's just gonna be like, here's what you do, here's your plan, do this. There's this thing called democracy. Everybody picks a leader, and bicameral legislation. Maybe even tricameral. Let's even try that. Tricameral, where we got to get two.
We're gonna have voter ID to make sure.
No. No, we're not going that far. We're going to trust everybody. It's going to be an honor system. Maybe not a voter ID. You have a specifically issued chip or something that you hand to somebody. I don't know. I have ideas.
What?
Statues for sure. We're for sure. Like if this area of the map is correct, this area outside this palace area, statues.
Oh yeah, perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Golden statues of all of us, and then me, of course, in the center at this big, huge thing. Looking majestic.
So what we have left now is what? Ron. We're looking for the Duke.
Well, I mean, I just
And
technically made myself a Duke.
Well, yeah, but remember, it's like the wizard or whatever Duke he is, Duke something that we're looking for.
Yeah, I could maybe send like a raven to them, and they'll get back to me or something like that. Like
That's actually a good idea. We should find out what kind of
administrative control of the province.
Actually, not a bad idea.
I have to figure out
what are our
domain
connections?
is.
Yeah, find out where your lands end. Find out who your armies are, who owes you titles.
Because I'm assuming everybody else is dead, and I'm taking advantage of the power vacuum.
We could go ahead and call for an audience without there being like us having to constantly run be on the run.
Yeah, like, hey, I am Lord Kaywin, the new Duke of that. I assumed control by right of conquest, having defeated the Goblin Horde that eliminated the previous administration.
Send out the ravens.
You know, that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Like I said,
Okay,
I
Barbie.
tend to use the full administrative power that I have before me. And then I, like Cincinnatus, retire to my fields. Or like Thanos. Except without the not going to watch over. Maybe I come back here, but probably not. I'm thinking about just literally just piecing out and then.
This is my land now.
So out of character, Ken,
What up?
do you see us revisiting some worlds in the future?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
Especially once you guys have reached a point where you can control the you gain the ability to not just be reliant on magical items for opening portals, but you learn how to like use,
That's something we can
as
learn.
a spell.
Okay. Or the wizarding folk can learn.
Yeah.
We might figure it out yet.
Interesting.
That's been that part has been my plan from the start. Because it's like, well, at some point, I can't let you. In my head, I'm like, I can't just let them get the ability to jump world to world whenever they want at level 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like down the line, yeah, it's something, as you get more powerful, it's something that obviously you should be able to learn. And
we are still only like.
So let's say you want to go back and check on Conan, or ask Conan for help.
I do picture us like whatever your end game is. I picture us having like a massive Avengers Assemble type moment with everybody we've ever met. Yeah, portals opening, everybody coming through.
I would just like to point out one thing though. The fact that Artie said he couldn't play D&D, but he owned Baldur's Gate.
All right, first of all, we're live, so we'll keep the Artie bashing to a minimum. But
I'm not bashing him. I'm not bashing him. But it's like, bud, if you have time to play Baldur's Gate, you can play D&D.
I'm saying. Maybe he just didn't like your narration. He wanted a British.
Maybe, and that's fine. I'm not like dude. It's he can do whatever he wants. I'm just going by what I was told.
Low key do want to play that though. That is a very seem like a
that comes out what Wednesday?
Great fucking game.
That is a great PC. It's out on PC now. I thought.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
it's an amazing fucking game.
PCMR baby, let's go. I am probably going to download Starfield for this too.
I'm loading it up right now.
I already have it preloaded on my Xbox.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, I'm starting up my game.
Oh yeah, so because you have it. Yeah, Game Pass, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for that shit.
Well, on that note, guys, I'm gonna call it a night.
Yes, this has been the intermission where we get done, and this is the post show. So, thanks everybody who came through and watched the stream. There was a lot of people popping in and out. So
that's what they do. All right,
guys.
Adios. Vai con Dios.
We got great clips with Laura's Mermoses.
Mermoses.
Mermoses was the highlight of the night. So, on behalf of everybody else at False Finish Productions, I will sign us off.